like a punchline on one of their cards. Anyway, last time you guys landed on the plane Mechanus.
Wait, hang on, is Wolfie a chick?
Yep.
Mars.
Oh, I thought it was a dude this whole time.
Well,
That's the internet.
Wolfie's whatever you want them to be.
Yeah,
My
Wolfie
bad.
is a wolf.
Well, yeah,
An
fair
actual
enough.
wolf.
A roo. So last time you travelled an unknown direction for you. There's no sun to sort of gauge your directions to navigate by, and the stars are unfamiliar. You travelled along a dirt road, seeing a mechanical steed of some kind with moving feet. A vehicle. The robots on top were not overly helpful, but they weren't hostile. They just needed to get to where they were going.
Not how I remember it.
So yeah, well,
They were murderous.
I think they were racist.
Christ.
They may as
So
well
you-
also been communists.
you let the first lot go
I'd
by.
be helping them. Kincaid would be new robot.
Hello, brothers.
I am back. No, it's Mecha Kincaid.
Glorious revolution. You have nothing to lose. But your flesh.
Inevitable.
From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. One day the
so
crude
beautiful.
biomass that you call a temple will destroy. And you'll look up at me and say help, and I'll say no.
And I'll laugh.
I forgot the rest of the quote. I just turned it into Rorschach from what?
That's okay.
It's basically the thing.
So anyway, Unit 451 of the Vestal mining outfit, they moved on. Unit 452, however, had a small crustacean climb aboard.
That's right.
I forgot.
Little
Painstaking.
Little-
Actual disabling the vehicle first.
little crabby snuck through to the inside of the covered whatever material is in there. You're not quite sure, but some sort of mineral or something like that. You then proceeded to painstakingly snip through the little bundle of wires going from the front into that section. As you left, you flew up 150 feet and then Gimrick and Thuridin made a hole in the road to stop the car. Sorry, vehicle. Mechanical steed. It's not a car.
Mecha Walrus.
Meh, yeah, oh no. It's not a walrus.
Not this one.
As it stopped, Kincaid flew straight up for 2 turns. Then, Kincaid flew straight down as a whale for 1 turn and promptly put an end to the combat. So where we left last time was Thuridin was laying his hands upon poor, shattered Kincaid, nearing death. Whale blubber everywhere. Does the whale explode before he switches back?
Yeah, but then
explode if it
then
does.
it all disappears.
Yeah, true. So you would have seen a monolithic explosion of blubber and guts and fat and whale.
And that's stuff they use in perfume.
Yeah, ambergris. And then tiny little Kincaid in this sort of crater atop the steel steed. Steel steed. And he lived, just. He managed to acrobatically move his tail to not kill his teammates. It was
Right, you
wonderful.
rolled insanely well.
Whale
there.
Cade, the nibble.
Whale.
It was
Acrobatics.
wasn't a low DC because you've never flown through the air as a whale before. But
But
you,
not now. So it'll be easier next time.
you did get a,
Got the
yeah.
hang of it now. I already know what I'm doing.
Was it 20, 22, 23,
Now
24?
got 24 plus
24.
Yeah, and with the neg one from the sperm whale has a dex of 8.
So Gimrick, the tail of this thing, awfully close to you. But
Kisses my nostril hairs.
Fishy.
yes, there is a an exceptional explosion of Kincaid. The cart is buried into the earth. A good few feet, it looks pretty ruined, as this 50-ton whale has crushed it from afar. From above, sorry. So the rest of you, as you see Thruden run over, what are you going to do?
I think I'd like to try and... Like, how deep is this hole?
Oh, it's not too deep. Like, it's sort of buried maybe 2 feet in.
Well, yeah,
just
like to get up to see if, like, he's, cracked it open enough for the ore to be spilling out so I could collect some.
Has he like flattened it?
No. So he's essentially crushed the top of it inwards. So the shutting mechanism that you struggled to open when you were on top of the cart seems broken now. There are small sections that have been rent in such a way that you could reach inside if you wanted.
Yeah, I just want to grab a sample.
Yeah, what is
Sure.
it?
I don't know.
Can we try and...
In the darkness, does any... Oh, you don't have stone cunning anymore, do you?
I mean, I don't have the skill, but I've still like grown up around it.
That's also true.
That is the only way I'll let you identify what this ore might be.
Would you like me to roll?
Thruden basically a dwarf. He grew up with them.
I grew up underground. That's basically, I've lived around rocks mine.
Exactly.
And Kincaid.
I'm a geologist.
I have been underground.
Geologist.
Kincaid's
I've
I've been
been...
underground into a basement cellar once.
I could
So-
turn into a.
Why?
I could turn into a mole or something that digs.
Roll intelligence, please.
That actually is. Add 1.
6.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, it's pretty dark. The ore's pretty rough cut. You can't see anything super shiny. You're not really sure. You would need to get it to the next phase of the mining operation.
Worthless dirt.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll crack it open with the crowbar or something.
Crack what, the ore?
Yeah, like
Well, yeah, can we lift
Oh,
up
like,
the vehicle,
see if
turn
it's
it around,
geared
and
or
start
something.
going backwards?
probably not after it's been
I think the wheels might
bumped
be
to
a
the
bit
ground.
No, it's just a bit dented on
It's
top.
probably fine. You can repair it.
Any of the robots still moving, or are they all just?
Oh no, everything on top has been flattened, sort of flush with
They're
the...
just like.
Can I have a look at one?
Sure.
It's dark, isn't
Yeah.
it? Can I go and feel it?
Like Velma up to
Yes. What are you feeling for?
I just to learn about it.
metallic.
You don't learn much. It feels
No,
feels quite
I'm
sharp.
proficient with brewers' supplies, cooks' utensils, and herbalism kits, if that helps.
Not at all. Yeah,
Oh, no, there's no good eating on this.
something you learn. There is no meat inside of it.
No organics. Not even a brain. Explains
So this
how they-
technically wasn't murder.
No. More like property destruction.
I'm okay with that.
Slightly less offensive crime.
Sort of arson with extra
Varys has
steps.
paused, just like,
We are no closer to
Well-
any of the cities, fellas. All we've done is blow up one mining cart. What
what-
the fuck are we doing?
Well, I thought we were going to requisition it, but
Well, maybe we'll wait for the
I
next.
just wanted to try it.
Russ.
I just had this idea, and
You
sometimes
just have to.
sometimes the muse calls to you, you know,
What's going mate?
What if we wait for the next
with
one?
my spermy brush.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So much
a
worse.
while, guys.
So much worse than expected.
It's for a while. Get me on my something to go
Meat missile or something.
Oh yes, I had to paint with my meat missile.
Yeah, that's much better.
And water painting.
It went everywhere.
Gestures to the crater.
Broadly, it's everything.
What if we wait for the next steed that comes past, and we can tell them we're investigating this, and maybe Rikki can talk us out of it and get us on the next ride out of here.
well, these guys seem
Because this
to,
Yeah.
but they seem to be aware that we were lying before, so I think they can communicate between.
Each other at the
Yeah,
end.
see what else but maybe they'll just communicate to the guys ahead instead of the ones behind.
I thought they were just whistling.
I too am young and could hear the high-pitched whistle. Yes.
Oh, actually, I don't think I would know this.
hey,
Whistle.
Yeah. I don't know, sort of thing. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
what are we actually?
our other alternative is just keep walking.
We've got an obstruction on the road here. We need to camp either way at this point.
Yeah.
So maybe if we do a long rest, wait for another
We have been walking for like 7 hours.
And it took like what? How long between each one? Like 4 or 5 hours? Between
4 hours, yeah.
the 3 that we passed.
Hard to gauge. You don't have a way of telling how much time has passed.
So maybe what we can do is just take a rest here, wait for the next one to come by, be like, we're investigating.
Should we pull off to the road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been like, we're heading to investigate this. We need to turn back because they're dead.
Alternative, should the opportunity present itself, we camp a little away from the tracks and try to keep it low key. If the cart turns up and most, if not all of them, get off to investigate the crash site, can we just steal their cart and dip?
Maybe.
Could we spend some time studying the busted one to see if it has levers for driving? Or...
Is it in any sort of condition that we can investigate the driving cinch of it, or is it too...
Let's have a look.
There are a number of crushed individuals atop. You're not sure what sort of state it will be in. Sorry.
I'll climb over and have a look.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, we are in the same space as we are now.
If it's
So-
anything like a boat, I can sail it.
It looks pretty much like a metal boat to me.
Can I get a group investigation check, please?
21.
Get away from me, you evil joy.
Wow, I'm really...
Big flying
16.
8.
Something good about Zarbax and he's
23.
Yes.
So 23.
8.
8.
21.
21.
I have been inside the belly of the beast.
16.
16. Okay.
Not bad, alright.
Yeah.
Now, this is entirely alien to you. This is something that you would just look at and be like, I know it moves, but I know the wheel things turn. I've seen a cart before, but that's about where the buck stops. Trying to figure this out. Having been inside of it, you know that you were snipping some sort of thing. So you sort of
System.
you trace that to the front section. It disappears beneath mangled robots. It's not a great success as a group because it's so foreign. But whatever it is, you don't see a steering vane, a wheel, anything that you would be able to, there's no reins that you can find.
Nothing to commandeer.
Yeah, just putting it in terms of carts and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Your understanding, not too sure.
Looking at this, I believe it to be some sort of strange metal animal, and I believe I killed it by cutting what I now suspect was its spine with my mighty crab power, which means that we will not be able to drive it, we will have to tame it.
Okay, how?
I don't know.
Can you speak to it?
Well,
Probably.
if this is the contents of its stomach, it eats rocks.
So some
need
strange
to feed it
metal
rocks.
beast,
So we need to feed it rocks.
we tempt it with rocks.
Okay.
Alright, so let's scoop out all these rocks from its stomach and use it as an offering to the next beast.
Maybe if we pile them up in front of the corpse of its friend.
Maybe the next one that comes by will try
Try
have
to
stack
eat it.
time.
They're like vulture creatures, you see.
Mm.
Carrion feeders.
Metal vulture wheel.
Well, I mean,
Cart.
yeah, animals normally fall into one of 3 categories: predator, prey, or scavenger.
This one might
It,
be
it did not try to
scavenger.
eat
I
us.
think this is a scavenger.
Alright,
A
so
rock scavenger.
we're gonna pile up the rocks on the tracks to bait the next one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then we jump out, tie it down, and make it submit.
Works for me.
Rope it up and say yeehaw.
I cannot see this going wrong.
Can we communicate to it, or do we need to keep one of those metal creatures alive?
I can speak to beast.
Mm.
I am animal whisperer.
I can also speak
Alright.
to brains, so...
Even
So,
better.
if it's got either one of them, we're good.
Hell, I did try to conquer all of these beasts, but none of them could respond to it.
Well, I think that...
None of them got a
None of
scade.
them, yeah.
Yeah, and I think we said there's no organic stuff, not even a brain. So these almost are magical
Constructs like my Quetzalcoatl at home.
Yeah, or
Oh,
like
Sebastian's dead. Fuck.
Oh no! Dolphington.
You finally thought of him.
There's nobody at the door.
And the other guy, our cook, Erebus.
Eustace.
Eustace.
Sorry, bring the horse.
Yeah.
Erebus.
Oh,
Yes,
Erebus.
our cook, Erebus, first chaplain of the word bearers.
Do you know who would be an amazing help right now? Belchbag.
Oh,
This is old Belchbag now.
I never thought I'd say this, but I wish Belchbag was here.
yeah. That would be very helpful.
Hey,
He understands these sorts of creatures.
Can you ask Arthur actually just give us a Belchbag?
Actually, with your investigation check, looking at the makeup of this creature, you notice some similarities between very broad similarities between this and the little whirring insect-like creatures that were spying on you.
Oh, I ate a bunch of things like
Property
this.
of
Must be an artist around here.
Maybe.
Either that or Belchbag has
Come here and captured things and taken them home.
borrowed some
No, he
information.
probably has. This must be like the queen of the hive, and then he has many little
He has
babies.
a little worker bee.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Yeah,
if Belchbag came from this plane to our own?
Also, a side note, if we do think that, do we also think we might be under surveillance right now and all of our lives will be meaningless?
Can you try sending Belchbag?
It's very dark. I can't help it.
Oh, that's right. I'm right.
But being on another plane, maybe give
No,
it
Belchbag, I think everything in the water plane is just like,
By the way, while you've all been sort of rummaging around, looking at this thing, investigating, every few minutes or so, you feel that same vibration through your feet, through the earth itself.
Is it?
can I try, like, just count the seconds between each one? See how
You can
far
try.
it is? Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I try to tell if it's coming from a direction?
sure. Make a survival check and make a straight intelligence roll.
Big cloudy bird man.
I still have my D10 from last. Did I use it or not?
No idea.
The inspo you gave me. I don't think I used it.
27.
No, I didn't use it.
Because I wanted postcode, I wanted social security number.
Down. It comes from beneath the earth somewhere.
New theory, we dig. It's
I do
that big
use my
boom is coming from
D4 that
down.
Wolfie gave me last session.
They don't carry over.
So 15.
Okay.
That explosion is coming from down. You should obviously go towards the explosions. So I suggest we dig.
So, you sit there and sort of time it out in your head. Every couple of minutes, but it's not on the dot. Either your counting's off or it's not uniform.
So it's not like a timing sort of sequence.
No.
Or maybe the part of this planet has arrhythmia.
Maybe.
I think we had a doctor who could help
If only.
heal this sick planet.
Robot Dr. Kincaid.
Heartbeats.
Well, I could, but I think I killed it when I turned into a whale and fell on it from a great height.
Yeah.
Fell on it from the stars, weighing 50 tons.
I'll be honest, even I am surprised that it worked as well as it did.
Truly.
You look at him, he's like scratched to hell. He's got a broken limb. His beak,
He's like on
beak's
the other side of his
cracked.
face.
Yep. Yeah, he's got the Donald Duck thing, beak on the back of his head. But
Flawless victory. Shall we dig?
it is, again, dark. There's no visible moon to track, as there was no sun. What would you like to do?
Yeah, dig or camp?
Probably camp. We've been walking for a while. It's been a big day.
You never want to dig.
None of us can turn giant mole rats.
I'm a dwarf.
I'm giving you a D for
digging on the
inspiration for that. That was very in character. Never want to dig. Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Ugh.
To dig once.
He
I
sits-
got eaten by the worm.
He sits down in a huff.
A rump. Rump said Kate, sitting down on the robot planet, nursing his swollen beak.
And his bruised ego.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we pull off the side of the road,
That's
set up a little secret camp, have a sleep, have some watches, and then just see what happens tomorrow.
That sounds good to me.
Whatever tomorrow is here.
I'll just go over here and not dig.
Okay, that's
Carry the watch turn into a mole and just start sticking straight down.
very suspicious.
See a bunch of dirt coming up from behind the next boulder.
I'm just gonna sleep over here.
This boulder is trying to communicate to us.
Oh, there's lots of dirt over here flying in the air, but that's just an unrelated thing, not me. Also, if I don't answer and you hear mole noises, that's probably just the robots.
Nope.
Yeah, that's it.
They're known for it.
So,
Dying sounds just.
how far off the road would you like to set up camp?
Go like 100 feet.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, probably.
So we can still monitor the road
Fairly
and hear what comes
significant.
by, but not be in line of whatever.
Sure. 100 feet. Okay. So are you trying to tuck it away sort of amongst strewn boulders or down in a ravine? What are you thinking?
Like our camp.
Yeah.
Just some strewn boulders, I
Yeah.
reckon.
Okay. Sure.
Just something to block our line of sight from.
Whatever natural
Yeah.
cover is available.
So I don't
Yep.
want to get stuck down in a ravine.
Okay.
I played enough Minecraft to know it takes a while
Yeah.
to get out.
It's lucky you don't have wings and stuff to get out of
No, I
ravines.
mean, like someone attacking us from,
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
like, giving a
Came
height
from-
advantage.
Behind.
Kincaid, where are you not digging?
Down.
Good. That's good to know.
Up, stupid.
No, I've played
never dig
Minecraft, I
straight
know
up.
you never dig straight down.
Yeah.
Yeah, always the little spiral stairs.
Or on an angle.
I just went, yeah.
Yeah. Do.
No, you just go 4x4 and just.
Oh, that's very elaborate. I just went one across, one down, one across, one down.
What he said.
Straight line, but not straight.
Works
Right.
Oh, it's worth it.
So are you wild shaping and digging? Or is this all memes?
Well, I mean, I do want to investigate because maybe there's cool robot labyrinth, but
How much did it take a while so
also we're meant to be sleeping, so
True.
maybe just a little bit.
It's a little bit.
Just a-
bigger.
Just a little bit.
Just for like 6 hours.
Just to
What's how long?
you
How long?
get
How long to watch?
2 hours.
Yeah, cool. So
yes, I'll
I'll take first. I'll take first watch.
Everybody sleep peacefully.
none of you in character. Would you trust him? Probably, but would you
It's
suspect?
also- it's still the same day that the apocalypse started. Like, it's been a big day. I'm ready to sleep.
Yeah.
I'll watch first. 2 hours. Night to night.
Fair enough.
Go to sleep now.
Got to sleep faster.
Go to sleep now.
You wake up and he's plugging things into your ears. Just helping. Okay, so you're taking first watch. Are we doing anything before we lay down
Try and
to?
meditate.
to
Then try
rest.
To Drokar.
Okay. Beneath these foreign stars, you find that the vibration through the earth is distracting. Can I get each of you for your long rests? So don't do yours first, I guess. Let the other two go, and then we'll do your Drokaring. So Varys and Rikki, can you both make? Can you make a Constitution save, please?
Are we within 10 feet of him?
Yep.
I assume we all sleep
What do you?
like
Yeah.
toe to toe.
Dog piled on him.
What do you get? Plus 7. 27.
10, 15, 22.
Beautiful.
That's a roll poorly then.
For 27.
15.
Yeah.
Garbage roll. Beautiful. Now,
Mm.
what do we normally do? Concentration? I
I
believe.
think one time it was con, one time it was in. I feel like it's just sort of we forget
I
each
think it
time.
also depends on what.
Yeah,
I guess,
where you've
the
been.
conditions and stuff as well. Yeah. I feel like if I'm trying to concentrate during this, it will be either con or int.
Can I get a concentration check from you? But it will be at disadvantage. As you're sitting there, you feel the vibration sort of run up your spine every so often.
That'll be 14.
Okay. You don't make full connection. You remember what that felt like. So you do translate in some way. Takes you a while. Probably half an hour before you properly zone out enough. But yeah, some part of you is held back in a way. But you can still visit his monastery. What would you like to do while you're there?
So it's sort of that in between.
Disembodied.
Yeah. Where no one can actually see me. And
No one seems aware of you. You're sure that Drokar most likely sees you.
Yeah. And would doing the same thing I did last time, would it really be as effective because the body's not really there?
Probably not.
Yeah. So maybe just, I guess, recommend to sweat. Fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just meditate there.
Meditate. Beautiful. Kincaid, as they are drifting off, you note that they seem restless. Every few minutes, they just seem unsettled.
New plan. I get staff out.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend one of the charges to summon Vin Weasel, but not as his big flamey weasel. I'm using it's called Wild Companion, where I can burn a use of wild shape to cast Find Familiar.
Okay. Yep.
I'm gonna do it to something that has a burrowing speed. And send that to look, but I just have to look up what ones have a burrowing speed.
Ah. Okay.
So it'll be like, I assume it'll be like a weasel or a badger or something.
Yep.
That's a giant mole you can do.
No, but that's it, because it's Find Familiar, so it's whatever the Find Familiar. I'm
Familiars.
pretty sure this one does.
I think there's a mole rat or something.
Yeah. Either way, whatever it is.
Bat, cat, crab, frog. Maybe it's frog.
Yes, the well-known digging speed of the frog.
There's dirt.
They think the lily pads every now and then.
There's dirt in frogs.
Oh, probably.
It's dirty and everything.
Yeah, well, look, it's not the seahorse. Or
Dirty
the
frogs is like microplastics in the balls, you know.
It's not the owl. It's not the fish.
The digging seahorse.
Maybe weasel.
Oh my god.
Weasel.
Vin's just like,
This whole time.
I'm always what you needed.
So there's none that have a specific digging speed. But
interesting.
that doesn't mean they can't dig, that just means it's like slower.
What about the
Yeah.
quipper fish?
Do you reckon a cat or a lizard or a
Poisonous
or a
snake?
rat or a weasel would be better at digging?
Probably the lizard or the rat.
Can I get? Yeah, rats live in tunnels and stuff. They make little
They can
rat
shoot through
burrows.
lots of shit.
They also dig through human bodies if you put like a little thing on top of them and heat it up.
I too have seen.
Game of Thrones.
No, what was that other one?
American Psycho.
No. Oh.
History Psycho.
Transporter.
You might. Yeah, it's one of those sort of movies.
It's in Transporter as well.
I haven't seen
Oh, you
it.
get like a bucket.
Is it a Fast and?
Yeah, bucket.
Yeah, that's what I'm
maybe
thinking of.
Fast and Furious, because that when you said bucket, did I?
Yeah, it's Wall Porker, isn't it? Yeah.
Someone said buckets.
I was like,
I do not remember that scene.
Yeah.
I just remember like medieval, like torture bit of history class.
No. No, it's not in Blade. Sorry, it's something 90s-y, though, right?
but anyway, a lizard
Yeah,
or
thing.
a rat or
It's
something. A rat.
1690s.
And I'm just gonna send it off. It lives for, it goes for half an hour
Okay,
or an hour or something.
sure.
You could go for an hour down, an hour up.
I can, but I think the wild when I familiar it. So I haven't used this, but since Vin came in his
Too Fast, Too
Big
Furious 2003 rat in a bucket scene.
There you go.
There you go.
okay, so the familiar disappears after 6 hours.
Oh.
I'm gonna dig down for 3 hours and then come back up.
Okay. So what did you land on?
Time for a 2-minute report.
A rat.
Rat,
Gotcha.
lizard, maybe a lizard because lizards have climbing speed, so it'll come back up easier.
Okay.
I like lizards.
So you do that. You send it downward.
Is that the noise it makes when it digs?
Yeah, that's what you hear echoing up the tunnel.
Never had an alcoholic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the guy I was thinking of, isn't he, in Blade?
Which guy? There's Paul Walker.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was picturing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Too Fast, Too Furious 2003.
Yeah.
Rat in a bucket scene. 6-9.
Advantage on my next roll
6-9. No.
because I nailed it.
If I change the lizard back to a rat, do I also get advantage?
No. So 2 hours of your watch go by. There's very little noise. There's no tree canopy. There's no grasses. The wind is harsh because there's very little to break it.
I hope our enemies aren't quiet, because I cannot see anything.
It's just sitting there looking up at the stars. You're like, yep, I sure can't see.
That was not a good choice to have watch. Looking around in the pitch
You
black.
volunteered.
Well, I thought I was going to tunnel. You're asleep.
Go back to sleep. So, can I get your con save, please?
19.
Okay. So, eventually they do drift off. You're very aware of the occasional, intermittent vibration that sort of runs through you. After a while, you're sort of like, that feels like about 2 hours. Who are you waking?
How long do you need for your thingy?
4 hours. Wait, like for my thingy is in like my rest?
Yeah, you drink.
I need 4 hours, yeah. Like in total. So I've already had half of it.
Rikki?
Great choice.
I'm awake.
In about an hour. No, in about 4 hours. A lizard's gonna come back.
This big lizard.
He'll be
He'll have
asleep.
2 minutes to deliver
Yeah,
a
big
report
old
before he
brain.
vanishes.
Yeah. No, but you'll be asleep. When you wake Varus or Thurden up, tell them that halfway through their watch, a lizard's going to come out of the earth and tell us things about the explosion.
Okay, listen to the lizard people from subterranean lands.
That's the one. It will be in 4 hours.
Okay.
Kincaid's talking slightly off center from you.
Like looking over there.
I'm just speaking into his brain so he doesn't even know where I'm.
Exactly right. He's just like,
Which way to Thurden? I want to be able to sleep.
I want to sleep on him.
I just grab his shoulders and like direct him. Sit.
Ah!
Oh, that would mean we were talking
That
about it.
feels like Thurden. Okay. Go to sleep. I just need your aura to sleep.
I don't think my aura is active when I'm unconscious, though. Is it?
Oh, it was just when you went dead.
Okay.
I think we have looked at
I
that
feel like it's
before,
discussed,
actually.
it's not when I'm unconscious. I'll double check.
That would make sense, but anyway.
Oh, it was just your vibe.
It's just a constant paladin.
When you're conscious. You grab on friendly creatures.
Okay, when he sleeps, you don't get any extra juice.
But if you sleep next to me when I'm awake.
So, what were your rolls without the juice? Oh, true, he was.
I was, whilst they were,
Yeah.
I was meditating.
I
I
thought
was
mine
still,
was
I was still conscious.
Nice. No, that's fine.
Well, should I wait? Maybe he should watch then, so I can sleep. Actually,
Ricky's
you go back to sleep.
How about the lizard thing?
No, I've already worded you up. I'll
Really?
just do my best.
Go to sleep.
I'll just do that.
And you get a D10 inspiration.
So, I'll need you to also make a con save.
At this point, it's waking me up.
Yeah, I'm singing. Go
Guys.
Was it a D10?
Kincaid. Ricky's here. And you're safe.
Dirty 20. Wait, are you awake?
You've woken me up at this point.
Dirty 26.
Okay. So, guys.
This guy's been feeling me. This sort of singing a lullaby. It's like,
Well,
He's like,
if I could.
that definitely feels like him. Wait. Yep.
Wait,
Get
are
your
you?
paws off me.
Ah!
I don't know if that's him.
Does he have a Prince Albert?
He does now.
He like, oh! So, since you're awake, you will have to make a con save to get back to sleep. Just got to sleep.
What's
You also got a D10.
Okay. And it's a 19 again. Anyway, what's...
Remember, you don't have to use the D10.
Oh.
It's up to you. Oh, okay.
It's like an hour or 10 minutes?
It's 10 minutes.
It's a 24.
Drums. I'm sorry.
It's a 24 and sleep on that drum.
All
The accordion.
Sleep.
The rhythm is
How do I
soothing.
get a job as a bard? That's all I want to know.
Well, it's enough to sort of distract you at least from the vibration that disrupts your sleep. Look at the pretty dice the paladin guy's using.
Whoa.
Are they pretty? So, sleepy times.
My peepers are peeled.
You can actually see, so that's useful. It's very desolate. The winds, again, very harsh. Sort of sandblast the outside of the rock, sort of lee that you're in. It's very peaceful though. Aside from the vibration you feel through the earth. You don't encounter anything. Your watch passes, sort of just looking up at the unfamiliar sky, trying to make sense of it. See if there's anything familiar. Unless you want to do anything else while you're...
Nah, just keep watch. That'll be good.
Okay, who are you waking?
I'll wait Varus. Because he's not done now. Yeah, if we've timed it right, he can carry out the rest of the night.
Cool. So Varus, you are awoken.
Varus, Kincaid wanted me to tell you a lizard man is going to come up from the ground during your watch. Don't be alarmed, he has portents from the future for us.
That's wild.
That's pretty extreme.
There's a
Weird things
Definitely going to Mars.
I think I was still halfway through a dream when he was telling me, so just take that all with a big old tablespoon of salt.
Alright, so Lizard Man, future port.
lizard man coming to kill me, gotcha.
He's here in like a couple hours.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, we'll see when he gets
Flawless. So, con save again.
Oh, dirty 20 again.
Very nice, okay. Eventually, you manage to
Third.
fall back to sleep. Thurin's not getting a long rest at all.
Nah, didn't even need ya.
So,
Like another 4 of those.
Yeah.
yep. Varus, very similar. You're not used to sleeping under a sky to begin with. Of late, it has become more normalized for you. Again, this sky doesn't feel too different to the other sky. You didn't study it that long. But Hermes keeping watch alongside you. Staying awake. You've done your thing. Anything you wanted to do?
Not particularly, really. Just keep an eye out for another cart,
Okay.
if at all.
Yep. So, can I get a perception check from Hermes? I would guess, or you, if you're flying on your carpet. Up to you.
Hermes is 21. I'm 15.
Okay. Hermes would spot it before you do. Similar to what you've seen before. Thurin just gets a D4 from Wolfie.
Thanks, Wolfie.
Pow.
Those sick dice.
Pretty dumb.
You got some pretty dice.
You got nice dice
I like your dice, bro. That's it, boy. Get that deep dice. Get that nice and deep dice.
Yeah. Hermes sees again that little point of light. You hear it a little while after Hermes sees it. and you hear it rumbling along the road. What are you going to do? It's a few k's away at the moment, but you can see the point of flight.
He's watching
Well, yeah,
this
like how
happen.
long's it been?
Hard to keep track.
If I
Time-
had to guess.
Time for you is usually gauged by how far the sun has moved or the moon, and at this point, it's dark. You know you got woken up.
Right. I'll just ignore it then.
Okay. Sure. So eventually it comes to the new crater that was created. It doesn't seem to stop.
Cool.
You hear it rumble.
If it doesn't look like it's slowing down at all, I'd just watch.
Yep. And it finds another route, essentially. So, yeah, you're just sort of watching from up in the darkness, seeing what it does, and it keeps moving.
It doesn't eat the pretty rocks.
It doesn't seem to, no. Anything else in your watch?
Nope. Just wait for Lizard Man, yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Were you on the carpet?
I don't know, I suppose I would have been when I was doing my rounds and shit, and then
Yep.
just come back down to the ground to wait for Lizard Man.
Okay. What did you roll? You rolled 16 on perception?
Yeah, for me, 16.
Yep,
21 for
perfect.
Chris.
So the 16 would be enough to spot it. The only living thing other than the four of you that you've seen here.
Excellent.
Something burrows out of the ground.
Alright, I just kind of scoop him up and take him over to Kincaid and put him next to his face, and then slap Kincaid in his face.
You can't see a thing. Huge importance. He's like, can't see a
This
damn thing.
lizard, and I just put the lizard on his face.
Oh,
Telepathically talk to the lizard.
Oh, because it's familiar.
Yeah.
Yes.
hello, Elizabeth Hurley. Is that I did have one written down for all the different kinds. I don't remember.
It's going down rough, that one.
You lose the inspiration previously earned.
There was. I know I had a Squiddy Squeenie from when it was the octopus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Liz biscuit.
Nah, we'll stick with Elizabeth Hurley. you asshole. I love it. You hear its voice speaking back to you in... Does it speak common or does it speak lizard to you? I don't know how it works.
Telepathic.
Okay, so you just understand the meaning.
Just send you
It
pictures.
says, "Hello, I used to shag Shane Warne."
Wow.
Alright.
And I was great in Bedazzled.
Which?
Bedazzled.
No.
Bedazzled.
With Brendan Fraser.
With Brendan Fraser, yeah.
She played the devil.
Right,
the one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was Cockney though.
Well, I can't do all of the English accents. There's too many of them.
But Elizabeth continues and gives you a short report before it disappears into wherever it came from. The report being that the ground beneath is quite rocky and difficult to traverse.
I could have figured that out.
It didn't get super far. It managed to find a few sort of dirt sections, but digging without anything to get through rock was an arduous task. It didn't really learn anything. But the vibrations beneath the earth are just as strong. Directionless from what it can tell. And then gone.
Cool. There's rocks. Here's what I've learned. Underground, there are rocks, but also in some places dirt.
And you learned this today, or?
The lizard just told me.
So this is
Fresh intelligence. Hot off the presses.
shocking.
Shut up!
You consider this at all when we went yonder
Report
underground.
direct from the field. From the front line.
coming to you with the artifacts of the day.
Look, I didn't tell the lizard what to say. I just reported what the lizard said.
Some messenger.
Next time I'll send a snake. or an apple or something.
Ground is
I
hard.
just assumed that it would be able to dig better than, say, an octopus or a hawk.
I mean, you're probably still right.
I don't know, I've never seen a hawk try to dig, but I saw
Tomorrow night.
All right now, if we want. Kincaid's going real bored out there.
So at this point, everyone's probably awake. Just like, no, I would say, well, you woke Varus, right? Yes. And you're awake now. Gotcha. So Varus, what are you going to do with the rest of your time? Since you've meditated all that you needed.
There's not really much of anything. I don't know. I'll send Hermes to fly in one direction for like an hour and a half and then come back.
Okay.
No, don't particularly expect to find anything.
Okay. Which direction, according to the road that you're following?
East.
Okay, so north being the direction that you're traveling?
Sure.
Okay. It's mine. There. Okay. Cool. Rikki is going back to sleep. Like your watch is done, right?
Yeah, I woke Varus for his watch. Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, you've been asleep for a while.
Yeah, I woke.
Oh, yes, sorry. That's already happened.
It's you're awake and I woke up.
You're going to have to make another con to try and fall back to sleep.
Good day. So I still have the D4 from whatever dumb thing I got it from.
Yes.
One of the viewers in chat? Yes.
No, you gave it to me because I made a dumb joke.
I got that.
Oh.
Yeah, you
no.
got the.
No,
you got
because
the-
you said something very in character. Nobody lets me.
Oh,
dig.
when I was sad about digging. So don't use that.
No one ever wants to dig.
Ooh, good roll. Oh, wow. Not bad.
24.
Oh, you're ready for the sleep.
Stupid lizards. Lizard didn't even wake him up.
Yep.
Just he gave him pictures in his head. He got some head movement.
You make my eyes rain.
I had the weirdest dream. It was just rocks and dirt. It was so boring.
Can't wait for the lizard to give me better information than that.
Just you wait. We're gonna get stranded in the forest sometime.
So, who's on watch? Varus?
Barely.
Yeah. Yeah, no, just kind of waiting for us to be ready to travel.
Okay. It's interesting. At a certain point of the day, you assume it's early morning. At a certain point of the day, very rapidly, there is a flash in the sky. Like that. It's daylight.
Okay.
And you're just like, oh, jeez. Yeah. Yeah.
Turn off the lights.
With your drow sensibilities, the sudden go from night to day is blaring. You quickly goggles up. The rest of you probably would be awoken by the light.
Well, I hate that.
Did we long rest though?
You did.
And
And
And we leveled up.
you sit around what would be a campfire. And we're going to play a little game.
as Kincaid hands out good berries.
Oh.
Did you change your prepared
It's
spells?
at the end of a long rest.
Yeah,
Surely
you
you
do
do like
in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Surely heroic feast or whatever it is, and we just eat like kings every day.
I mean, if we had a bunch of, what is it
Diamonds?
droplets or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, does it need stuff?
Yeah, it needs like a jeweled chalice or something.
Yes, it has expensive.
Oh, if we didn't give it over as part of the investigation. And now it's gone with the apocalypse.
Can everyone roll me a d20, please?
Crit.
Opposite of his.
A 2.
Wow. Varus a 19?
11.
Okay.
19, I assume.
Yes.
Pick the first.
Roan.
Pick the second.
Oh my god, the deck is back, guys!
Yeah.
Pick the third.
Oh,
There's
jeez,
two.
my dick.
Yeah.
Man, I'm
You are
sad we never
third
saw
to
this one.
pick.
Oh.
And pick the
New thumbnail.
There are only
You're
two.
like, pick the third, and I was like, there's only 2 cards. I can't pick the third one.
We never drew that one.
Do we look at them?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is out of character. This is purely a way for you to tell what sort of tale you will be telling around the campfire.
Okay.
The best tale will earn something. So, starting at the top, what did you pull?
Throne.
Throne. Okay. What were the 4? It was...
Skull. Keep skull.
2 seconds. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Let me just pull it up.
My boy's
What's it called?
smack.
Travel Tales?
Campfire tale.
Campfire.
DuckTales?
That's it.
So right, I was sitting on this throne, right, and basically they came up to me and said, "You can't sit there," and I said, "Well, I'm the Red Rooster."
And that's how I ended up in jail.
You know who my father is, innit?
Okay. So,
Oi,
tell the party about, doesn't have to be true, tell the party about a victorious story that's happened in your past, or that you've heard, or that you want to tell.
Let me read you an excerpt from my autobiography.
Guys, I don't think I got to this chapter yet.
Back when I was a young lad, strapping 20, and I had just finished wrestling 3 ox with one hand.
2 arms at the time.
a victorious story, you reckon?
Yes. What did you pull, Keeks?
Skull.
Skull. Tell a tale, well, start thinking about, a tale of loss and defeat.
Right.
What did you pull?
Fates.
Fates, and what was the other one, sorry?
Fiend.
Fiend.
Oh,
Okay. Fates, you'll need to tell a love story. And Fiend, a tragic tale. So start brewing on them. Again, you can invent this for your backstory. It can be based around fact. It can be fiction. Whatever you want to do.
Let me just double check something. Cool.
Do you need family names?
No. Well, yeah, I suppose all this being around, just rocks and dirt, and kind of making me miss the open ocean, and just reminds me of this one story when me and Lydia and the crew were out on the old Lover's Bounty. We were running some moonshine up the old Sly Flow, and got stopped by some old tax agents who kind of discovered that our papers were fake. Our, like, what do you call it?
Yeah, like
Import, export.
yeah,
papers.
licensing.
Yeah, you know, what we said we were taken from the docks, it was different shaped barrels. And I actually managed to convince them to let us go based on a round of poker. And, I mean, they should have seen it coming. We had marked cards, obviously. And I managed to fleece them real hard that I actually wore a really cool tax agent jacket for a while. Because we went a few rounds, he kept trying to go it, and he just was putting up more
He was a
and
sucker.
more, and I eventually got this sweet-ass jacket that said tax agent of the crown. And, yeah, I used that for a good while.
Nice. Beautiful.
That's my story.
Rikki the Taxman.
Yeah.
Barris.
Once upon a time, I had a friendly rivalry with another boy from another house.
Which house, if you don't mind my asking?
Killed him.
Oh,
We once upon a time made a bet as to see who could run this cheeky little obstacle course a bit faster. I thought he magically enhanced himself because I lost. So then I slipped some spoiled milk into his drink, and while he was vomiting, I kicked him in the nuts really hard. And yeah, that was it. That's my story.
Die?
I didn't check.
Oh.
Just kind of left him there covered in his own vomit and piss.
So
Not the first time, not the
Yeah.
last time.
And that was the start of the old Needlebark.
The Needlebark Goods and Services guarantee. That's where it was first inked.
So, Kincaid, you had a 2, so you'll be next.
Tale of tragedy. One time in Bournemouth, there was a little old lady,
I killed
and
with my walrus chariot.
she was making soup, and her son was helping her, and the son was very clumsy and spilled the soup everywhere. And she went to go and clean it up, but she slipped over and broke her neck and died. And then the son was so guilt-ridden that he killed himself.
That's typical woman story. That's
It's very tragic now.
Kincaid, I mean,
it is pretty tragic. It's very generic though.
I feel like we just went through like an apocalypse, and I'd maybe prefer some uplifting stories.
I don't know, the mule said tragic.
Sometimes you just have to
Take it away, Thora. Try and uplift the group.
So this one is it's an old tale from the bard back home called a Jekyll Maxim, and it's about an old flame of his called Jelly Bean. So he talks about, you know, the first time seeing her, she was like a beauty queen from a play, you know, someone completely gorgeous. They fell in love, they got married. However, she was a bit licentious, and she ended up having a child with someone that wasn't him. She tried to pawn it off and say that the child was, you know, his son, but he knew it wasn't, because obviously two dwarfs can't have a half dwarf, half elven child.
Poor Jekyll. Poor Jekyll indeed.
His lover.
Jelly Bean.
Jelly bean.
Not a distinct entity.
Until you said that, I did not know what that was referencing.
You're
I
like,
could not put it together.
Billie Jean was not his lover. Jelly Bean.
And the kid was not his son.
yep. Beautiful. Well, Varys, I think you take the D12 of inspiration for that. Because that actually tied into something that you guys did as a party.
The guarantee.
Not the old lady who slipped in her son's
Just some lady who was making soup with her son, and one day they both just fucking died.
It's very tragic.
Life's rough.
And
Died
so much
while making
paperwork
soup.
from that.
But the borscht.
tale there ever was.
Crocodile died. He was so guilty because it was his fault that he slipped. He spilled the soup. He killed himself.
And do you want to know why Kincaid links that to tragedy? Wasted soup.
Yep. The borscht went down.
The borscht cries out, "I'm drunk."
Beautiful. All right. So, as daylight, again, no visible sun. As daylight illuminates your surroundings again, you're sort of like, oh, that was a harsh awakening, but you're ready for the day. You have long rested. No, you do not level up.
Didn't ask.
Yes, you did. You asked with your eyes. Well, Isaac did ask as well. So, just putting that out. So, what would you like to do?
So maybe
If
should
we
we
look down at the crash, is there any changes? Any cleanup crew? Anyone down there?
Oh yeah,
Not
one
police
came
tape.
by last night, but it kind of just drove around.
It didn't eat the rocks.
They ignored all of it.
Interesting.
Oh,
Maybe we should crack open some rocks now that it's daytime. Maybe we can investigate what they
Yeah.
are a bit better.
Have
Yep.
a better look.
Yeah, probably get a better look at the machine in daylight too. The machine,
Sure.
beast,
Sure.
bird, and
Beautiful. Can I get a group investigation check? Anyone with a crowbar may have advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, I lost all my non-magical items.
I throw you my crowbar because I've literally got advantage from the goggles.
All right.
19.
23.
12.
Ah.
Every bit helps.
I am rolling poorly, except for those con saves.
investigation.
Yeah.
21.
Ooh. Bit better in the daylight.
It's crazy how much being able to help these makes a difference.
That's the English word.
Yes.
Being able to help seize.
Make difference.
And he's translating it from Portal, because you know, like,
Yeah.
sometimes that like
They
the
do-
subject equals the object, and
I do speak in riddles.
Mm-hmm. Also, everybody have berry.
No, yeah.
Oh, blue screamer.
We're just
You're welcome.
Good shot.
suck them all in.
Don't waste it. That's a whole day's worth of food.
Oh, it's got dirt
Oh
on
no, there's another 6.
Huh?
If there's another 6, if we need them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but I'm so full, I couldn't possibly. That's a bit.
Not one more bite.
Oh, that's what they've killed
Yeah.
calories all at once.
One little lump.
So dense. It's so rich.
Oh.
That's why I'm about Germans incoming.
Oh, yeah. I have to pull.
Now. Beautiful.
Also, if we want to investigate the thing, I think I can conjure up something that can make us go under the ground.
Okay.
Alright.
Well,
You want
do that before everyone looks at it?
No, you can like look at the thing.
We'll look at the
I'm,
thing
I'm
first.
looking at, I'm trying to look up the stats because I swear I'm thinking about conjure elemental, and I swear they can like just go through the thing.
Like meld.
like air elementals can,
Yeah, or like earth elementals can, but it doesn't say if you can like take someone with them.
yeah? Yeah.
Well, it
You
might.
get a tunnel, right?
It might be able to, but you would not gain its meldiness.
Surely you could corkscrew drill us a tunnel, though.
Yeah, they do have burrows.
Or, you know, one down, one across.
Yeah, that, whatever.
Wow, there's some new elementals. I don't remember the murder comet.
The fuck?
What? What are the elementals that just did that?
That's pretty badass. I kind of
Can I conjure one of them?
I'm in.
It starts stabbing you in the face.
No.
I summoned the murder comet. It's a CR5 elemental. The description is you haven't purchased this expansion.
Then definitely not.
I'm an air elemental. I'm a water elemental. I'm a murder comet.
fire elemental.
What element are you? Murder. Okay.
What about the acidic mist aspiration?
That could be kind of good against machines. yeah.
What's an aspirition?
Apparition.
Oh. I genuinely thought, I was like, I don't know what that means. Need you have seen them before, or is it just like a...
It's conjure elemental.
Okay.
It's not like a wild shapey thing.
Well, is that helping you get underneath the thing?
No, it was more if we wanted to go and investigate the boom boom underground.
I was gonna say, can you turn into a worm, but we decided that he couldn't, right?
Correct.
It's not a beast.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's a
something. Monstrosity.
monstrosity.
Yeah.
That was the because we thought it was a beast.
Yeah. Shame.
A rock eater. So, with quite a high roll across the board and daylight, you're able to crack open sort of this nugget of material using the crowbar, just smashing it to break it in half at least.
I like that. How are all 4 of us cracking this rock?
1, 2, 3, 4. You know how
yeah.
it goes around perfectly.
But it's just me with 4 arms, a hammer.
Yeah. The other 3 are just holding it in place while you do your thing.
Do it like a Ferris wheel.
Oh no, a little bit down.
Do it harder.
Not hitting it hard enough, Rikki. I spotted problem.
Have you seen the videos of them put the pythons in it and like hitting them and the rock just
Yes. Oh, so good. And that's exactly what happens. It splits nicely. It appears to be a blackish material. With your experience in the undergrounds, in the mines specifically, knowing that you didn't love it, it's not the most dense thing you've felt. It appears to be coal.
Coal.
So a flammable substance. It
I once saw a man who used it to turn a wheel of meat over a fire.
Ooh, actually. Yeah, no, I'd like to collect as much as I can.
How did you do that?
He collected the steam which boiled water, which turned a watermill, which turned a rotating skewer of meat over
a
fire.
rotisserie.
Tinker gets a nosebleed.
So hot.
I once watched a man
no.
scream, "Call!"
Oh!
I once saw someone put in the fire pit of oven to make bread.
I once heard a story about a horse that ran in coal.
There's also that Fey god that, if you're naughty, gives you coal.
Clanter saws. I like clanter saws better.
Plans of swords. He's got saw blades for arms.
What is your carrying capacity?
12 trillion.
I don't really know.
12 trillion? Wow.
It's like an ant.
Hey. Just lift the earth.
I can't just.
Yeah, just take the whole thing with.
If I'm holding arms.
No, obviously I could be touching it.
Yeah, right?
Not crazy.
My carrying capacity, I believe, is 105 pounds.
Okay. Do you have a current? This is just a general, like, how much you'd be able to lump into your sack before you're full, because it's dense material and
About 10 pounds worth.
Okay.
Is what I can take.
so maybe what's pounds to kilos again? 2 point something.
2.2. Like, I've got 90. I'm currently carrying, amongst all my gear and absolutely everything, 94.75 pounds. So I've got 10.25 pounds to
Okay.
spare.
Oh, beautiful. So you'd probably be able to take 2 or 3 lumps.
Yeah, cool.
Be able to fit it into your pack.
Cool.
Settles it in nicely. Anyone else grabbing in?
No.
No.
Nah.
Flammable, and he's like, nah.
If we want, sorry, with the coal, but I have idea about how to get to city quick. I have this spell, maybe, except my browser seems to have crashed.
What's a browser?
His brain, the thing behind the brows.
For browsing books. Oh boy, it's real mad.
For browsing memories.
Yes, but anyway, is a spell called Windwalk, and it means we can. How many? So 6 seconds is turn, and then 10 in a minute. So 600.
You can do this out of character.
So 600 in hour. So 600 times 300. I think we can maybe travel 18,000 feet per hour.
Can I have a stroke?
Numbers.
18,000 feet.
I think so.
Well,
Whatever.
you said 600 by
whatever
300 would be
whatever
9,000.
Whatever 300 foot a second. A turn is.
5 tomatoes.
2 mate O's. Isaac, obviously.
8.
Ah.
The answer to that.
So
Let me.
we've never really needed to use it because we could just transport via plants and teleport and stuff, but now we can't. I have a spell that will turn us all into clouds, and then we can travel very fast. But we're clouds.
That's fine. I think only clouds.
So that is 15.2 meters a second.
Or is it per round? So 6 seconds.
Well, it's so
So
you
300
have,
feet per
you have
6
a flying speed of 300 foot. The only actions a creature can take in this form. Sorry, you and up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range assume a gaseous form for the duration, appearing as wisps of cloud. While in this cloud form, a creature has a flying speed of 300 feet, resistance to damage from all magical weapons. The only actions a creature can take in this form are the dash action or to revert to its normal form. Reverting takes a minute, and you're incapacitated while you turn back while you decloud.
So we can move 180,000 feet per hour.
Yeah, so because you have to dash, so 600 foot per round, and a round is 6 seconds. So there's 10 rounds in a minute, which means there's 600 in an hour.
So 360,000 per hour.
That's a lot of feet.
What is 600 feet every 6 seconds? You go. Is that
600 feet every
That's
6 seconds.
When
So
there's
600
10 of
times
them, there's 10
10
of them.
times
60
60.
So
160,000.
times 8, because
Times
it's 8
8.
hours.
2.8 million.
2.8 million feet.
Yes.
What's that to kilometers?
Divided by
Okay, so-
280. That is 545 miles.
Okay.
Considering our normal travel speed,
0.4 by
25 miles an hour, that's pretty good.
That's a bit of an upgrade.
But the thing is, like, we can't do anything while we're clouds.
Yep. You can
I
cloud.
calculated that.
You can adapt.
5 divided by 5 tomatoes because of the 5 tomatoes.
Yeah. Nailed it. So useful.
Yeah,
I just
if
found a
we-
Reddit thread that says 545 miles.
Well, I did it faster.
You got there on your own.
So
That's a lot of miles.
Yeah, the trade-off is it takes me a minute to cast it.
And you can't do anything while we're
You
in cloud.
literally, the only action you can take is a dash action or start reverting, which takes a minute, during which time you're incapacitated and can't move.
But we can fly, so we could be like 300 feet in the air to not have to worry about anything on the ground.
Yeah. You have a flying speed of 300 foot, and all you can do is dash. If a creature is in cloud form and flying when the effect ends, you descend at 60 feet per round for 1 minute until you land, which you do safely.
So, while you're all discussing, investigating, looking, you hear a noise. Again, through all of this, you've felt that same vibration. Through your feet, it's not as bad. When you're laying on the ground, much worse. While you're standing there, there's more of a constant drone. One of the vehicles may be approaching, as you've heard them a few times now. Could I get perception checks from all of you?
What is with my roll?
14.
0.
Nice.
You're just like,
Turn me into a cloud, Kincaid.
28.
ooh,
My rolls have been the opposite of. I don't think I've rolled below a 15.
you've absorbed all of his.
That one minus 1.
I rolled a 19 and 18, like, they've all been in the high teens.
Sorry, what are we, Keeks?
14.
12.
14, 12? Okay. Rikki is in cold. He's in.
More about being a clown, damn it.
Oh, you're like cotton wool, but less sheepy.
Kincaid. You can very clearly feel or hear the sound of another vehicle approaching. But there's also another sound above the wind. Almost sounds like a wing beat. As a land-based crustacean, aerial prey, predators, that's what you...
Station?
Kinda. Whatever you are.
I thought it was a turtle.
Yeah.
That's not a crustacean.
Yeah, I know, alright.
You've got to out of shell.
You get what I mean, though. You get what I mean.
Reptiles? Sorry, it just threw me. Yeah, I'm listening.
You are wired to listen for wing beats. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. Sorry, crustacean just really threw me.
You are now Crabcade forever.
Oh, so damn.
Click clack, bitch.
Click clack, cause the gap.
That's what we need. So, feel free to share that
I
information.
hear and maybe feel wing beats approaching. And also another vehicle.
Oh, I hear the wing beats too.
From I don't know which way is it coming from?
It appears, yeah,
The other way.
sort of the direction of the road.
Approximately the direction of the road. What do we think? Do we want to just windwalk out of it? Do we want to suss out what this vehicle and or winged beast
Well, I
is?
mean,
What's a vehicle?
If we wind walk,
Like a
we will
chariot.
surely outrun anything.
But I'm kind of interested to see what this winged beast is.
Mechanical dragon. Next.
That'd be
We
so
are.
cool.
I mean, we've ridden a dragon before.
And now we could mecha ride a dragon.
Wow.
That would be so cool. Oh. Now I wish we had windwalked.
Oh, it's too quiet.
Damn it. 2 seconds.
I looked at this and I was like, oh shit, they're expired, but amazing, like thing. Wow, you are.
It's a mechanical dragon.
And flying saber-tooth tiger.
No! That's cool.
It's
That
the
is what
Power
you-
Rangers.
That is what you hear as the wing beats sort of. You finally spot where this creature is. It appears to be a bird of prey. It glints in the sunlight, though. Well, the sunlight. You can see it approaching the oncoming vehicle. It doesn't seem to be traveling with it.
Or we're about to witness a fight.
My money's on Mecha Eagle.
Me too.
Me too.
You have to
go
bet the
against
other.
I'll play the odds.
Roll the dice, why not?
Platinum.
Yeah, I'll put the platinum. I'll put platinum on Mech Eagle. Meagle.
Platinum. Eagle.
Smiggle.
As the land-based vehicle begins to get closer, maybe 300 feet from your position, the flying creature comes properly into view. You've seen dragons before. This one appears to be made of metals.
It's a mega dragon.
You've absolutely called it. So, what are we doing?
I want to be friends with the Mecha Dragon.
If it's anything like the other guys, I don't think we can reason with it like we did with Margaret.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay.
With your 28 perception,
I think it's 24.
really? I thought it was like 20. Huge. Either way. Either way.
Oh, I think, yeah, because it was a 19 plus 4 plus, yeah.
Either way, you glance at Varys. The scales that he grew, they appear to have almost a pearlescent sheen over them currently. You don't even notice this. They haven't changed for you before. But with your extremely high perception, you spot that his hands are sort of chrome-ish.
Hey, Varys. You're all shiny and chrome. Do you need someone to witness
metal
you?
dragon. Do I need what?
Someone to witness you? Perhaps?
Yes, perhaps.
Yeah, Varys, yeah, your scales are reacting to the mothership, or I don't know what's happening.
Should I go get closer to it?
Oh, maybe it's like the first dragon you touch, you turn into that type.
Oh, it's
Shit, Sandy
Do
Rikki
you,
says that.
do you think that it's your mommy?
Perhaps.
Is it like imprinting, like with Duckling?
Also, perhaps.
Oh my
As this is
God.
happening,
Famous story, Twilight.
as
Alright, so if this goes wrong, you guys will save me, right?
In the famous play Twilight, does she imprint on him like Duckling?
No, but her friend imprints on her child.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, the werewolf imprints on the baby. It's real weird.
Yeah. It's very
It's like, yeah, you see that baby? I'm gonna have sex with that one.
That is extremely
Yeah.
bad.
Big balls into its mother.
Anyway, side bet, 2 platinum on Varys.
Be a dragon. Alright.
I'll take that action.
Very well.
Bet on the dragon.
can
Fair enough.
I get an initiative roll from you all, please?
Genius astounds me.
Yes.
I think it's the first initiative I rolled above 10.
This is about the 4th 19 in a row I've rolled tonight.
Just settle down.
Shot all of us.
Sure.
Yes, I can.
But
Danke. 25 to 20.
24.
holy shit.
I also rolled a 19.
20 to 15.
16.
Ooh, it was almost in the right order from last time. Thora, what'd you get?
A 2.
Nice.
I was hoping you keep like reading down until, you know,
Yeah.
0 to 5.
Aggie, more like baggy, am I right? Because this sumbitch gonna need a body bag when I'm done with him.
Is that what you wrote on it? That's good.
Oh, poor eggs.
Body bag! Anyone want a drink?
I'm good.
No, thank you.
What is your dexterity?
Plus 0. Oh, 11. Sorry.
Okay.
We turn the AC off. It's a bit chilly in here.
Yeah, sure. Right. So at the top of initiative, Varys. You're about 300 feet away from the vehicle. You see the flying metallic dragon approaching the vehicle from above. What would you like to do?
Jump on the carpet.
Mm-hmm.
Man, just fly. I think it's an action to get it out.
I think that's
Didn't say a thing.
bonus
Didn't say a
action.
thing.
Yeah, so I think it's action to get the carpet out,
Okay.
and then bonus action dash
Because the
like
drape's already there.
80 feet towards it. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. That's,
Are you off the ground? How far?
Yep. They're sort of headed towards the dragon and cart.
Okay. How far off the ground would you like to be? Maximum 80.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, 80.
Sure. 80 feet. Kincaid. About 300 feet away. They are moving towards you guys, but you have a chance to react before, well, within your 6 seconds of real time. You see Varys.
Towards the dragon.
Yes. Who did you give your 2 gold to hold for your wager? Platinum? Sorry.
I think we all
I think we
agreed,
just
yeah.
said, yeah.
Agreement.
Okay.
We've made a little coin tower.
Come
Gotcha.
back for this. Nobody forget where this spot in the forest is.
In the arid
Just put it inside
desert.
Bin Weasel.
That's not a bad plan.
I mean, I don't know what Varys is doing, but he probably knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Definitely not just wanting my scales to light up more. To give me like dragon powers and shit.
What if
Definitely
Varys takes the form of the new dragon that we sort of come across? That'd
not.
be
Yeah, I'm gonna fly right into that thing's mouth.
What if he touches it and just turns into a dragon and goes wild?
And
If I
it
touch
like a
it,
dragon
nothing
level.
happens, then it mauls me to death.
It's a very real possibility.
Then I will lose 2 platinum.
That's true. That's true. 2 platinum, and that's all?
That's all I mean to you.
Don't
So,
be down, kid.
do better.
I'm on your side.
Fair enough.
Ouch.
I am going
Not
to.
even like and a traveling companion.
No.
Like,
So you are a couple
Didn't even
times.
have to be and a friend, just like and and co-worker. Not even that. Like, I will lose 2 platinum.
Full
End
stop.
of stop. Like, end of sentence.
Executive assistant.
Yes.
A shareholder.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's bad. Gotta keep the shareholders happy.
But you don't have to keep them happy if they're not there.
True, if they die.
You are the only shareholder then.
I mean, technically, our company and all of its holdings exploded. Just we don't really have a company anymore.
We also don't have a mortgage anymore. Am I right?
Hey,
Looking for the silver linings. What are you doing?
I'm going to cast.
No,
Pass
the
Without
core
Trace.
what we have in our pockets
Okay,
anyway.
on the 4 of
So it
you.
emanates from me in a 30-foot range.
Okay, Varys is well out of that by now, but that's okay.
Well,
doesn't bother me.
Well,
My name's Dragon Boy.
Well, I didn't hide either. Like currently,
Yeah.
I'm
hey
still
Sam G.
moving.
Oh, Sam goes
I'm not
demon.
sure how well I'm going to be able to do a stealth
going on?
roll, flying towards them but on a carpet in the middle
In
of
broad
the
daylight,
daylight,
yeah.
dressed in all black, wearing jams. I just don't know how well the
Just stay
stealth
nice
roll
and
is going to
flat
come off.
against the
A
carpet.
glittering scale.
it's probably going to be fine.
Yeah, I think it will
The
be.
Kincaid classic.
Um,
It's probably fine.
I know what I'm doing.
Look, the dragon attacks the ship. Maybe I help the ship. Maybe I help the dragon.
Pass without trace.
and then kind of like ducking behind a boulder or something.
You're taking some cover. Okay.
Trying to like peep out and still see, but hopefully helping these guys to hide if we want to just like hide and watch and see what happens.
Are you attempting to hide?
Well, I can't take the hide action. Because
True.
it's an action to pass without trace. So I'm going to duck behind a boulder and be less conspicuous.
But yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, yeah, out of line of sight.
Beautiful.
Just with my little head peeking out the side.
Gimrick.
So I've just been encased in shadow.
You barely leave a footprint in the dust.
In fact, you
literally don't.
specifically leave no footprints.
Good morning to you, Sam goes. Good morning.
Join Kincaid behind a boulder and hide.
So Kincaid and you just... Varys is like...
We're like, oh, we want none of that.
So is this the hide action, sorry?
So 30.
30.
Is that it?
You've got this weird thing going on with your aberrant skin. When you crouch down, it almost camouflages like an octopus.
Well, it's like the bit in Lord of the Rings where they got the cloak and they put it over and it just looks like a boulder.
Well, you stand out like a sore thumb, so he's invisible essentially.
I'm red against. Well, isn't everything red here?
No. Well, yeah.
Brown. It's all red.
Well, you didn't hide, so yeah.
Remember, it was all
There's a lot of shells around here.
There are actual volcanoes exploding right now.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Beautiful. So you've hidden anything else?
No.
Okay. The mech-mobile.
The McMobile will come to you.
That's like every time now, while we're on this planet.
Mech-mobile will come to you.
When you say there's one of those things approaching, that's all I'm going to do.
He's coming over the hill. The McMobile will come to you. 30, 30, 32. That's 30, 30, 32.
Wow, the ad worked. We can still remember that number.
That's like mid to early 2000s.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like the
On a different level.
seals and even like the Oberon repair.
So, the ground unit travels along the road. It's moving at a good clip. Closes a lot of the gap between you guys. Thuridin. Your turn.
I will also attempt to hide
Okay.
behind Kincaid. Are we ducking ready?
Oh, yeah, let me in.
That's the old boulder.
Holy shit!
It's mine on Ricky's.
Is that a disadvantage?
At disadvantage, roll 2 18s.
Woo!
Very nice.
With a plus 10.
With the plus 10.
You picked the wrong boulder.
And he's just like, you can't even see us.
Where'd you go?
What's happening? Kincaid's
Having a throck.
Kincaid is left alone. It is now the dragon's turn. It's a fly-in. It closes a lot of the gap at an angle that doesn't take into account the terrain. It can just fly directly towards it, and it appears to be on an intercept with the ground-based vehicle. We're at the top of initiative. Varys, what are you going to do? So you're now probably within 100 feet of the ground vehicle.
I don't know, what can I see from here? Like, do I see them turning a whole bunch of harpoon-looking things towards the dragon? Do I see...
What's your... We'll make a perception check. Go from there.
I believe that's 14. Yeah, oh yeah, I'll use this. 21.
21. Very nice. You see, from your vantage point, it's coming directly towards you. You see movement on the front and rear, where the soldiers essentially are stationed. You see a small, almost platform rise out of beneath where their feet are, out of the platform they're standing on.
Right, on the sides or the front or the back?
On the front and back.
Right.
You see their heads rolling sort of... Again, they don't have a neck, but their heads sort of just roll and look rearward.
Towards the dragon?
They appear to be aware of it.
Right.
That's about what you can tell as they're moving pretty fast,
Yeah,
but they appear to be aware of it.
Alright, yeah, just get out the bone bow and then maybe try and stay like 50 feet away from the ship, kind of thing, and just wait to see if the dragon crashes into it or something.
Okay. So are you still 80 feet up?
Yeah, or higher, depending if, like, they're 300 feet in the air or whatever it was.
Okay. So the dragon is coming downward to meet the vehicle.
Ship, and I'm beneath that.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you're just watching them sort of approach. You see this thing swooping,
Yep, yeah, I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens.
much like the screaming bats of the Underdark. It's swooping for a kill and
Much.
screaming.
And yeah, get the bone bow out. That's
Okay.
it.
Are you preparing an action?
And
Like, would you hold an attack or?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. If the dragon attacks the ship, I'll shoot it.
Okay.
The dragon or the ship?
The dragon.
Okay. Beautiful. Kincaid, your companions all well hidden in the dirt.
Rikki, you should telepath to Varys to be like, hey, I also am dragon, we're here to help you, and then we'll be friends with Mega Dragon and it can help us out. We've already killed one of the ground vehicle thingies, look, we're clearly on your side.
He's a bit too far away for me to telepath to him.
Well, do better.
Shit.
Actually, is he within 120 feet?
What's your movement on the carpet?
Like, I've only dashed once, and it's 40 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He'd be within 120.
I can talk to him.
Perfect! Say that. Like,
will-
we're pretty well positioned to...
In 6 seconds, I will say exactly that.
Yeah, we're pretty well positioned to make allies with this Mecha Dragon. We've already killed one of these things, and he looks like it. So as long as it's not like total Joker woo-woo crazy, then, you know.
Total Joker woo-woo crazy.
I do know exactly what you I mean,
Alright,
mean
well,
and
I should have seen that
Wait
place.
until I receive that message.
And I'll...
I was reading the 2024 rules, and using more than like a single phrase becomes your action. It's quite interesting.
So you can say like one sentence.
Yeah, you could be
without
like-
using up a turn.
Yeah, like
just
alert
strategy,
them
like,
in some way, but
take it
strategizing
Or
would become.
unreliable.
Or it's over, Anakin. I am high ground.
Yeah. But yeah, anything more than that and it becomes your action, which is pretty harsh, but
Rules are rules.
But it's also hard because it's like, like realistically, we've been adventuring and fighting.
Yeah.
This is our life, so strategy would come a bit more naturally to our characters.
yep. What were you going to do?
Probably just hide. I was looking at stone shape, but I don't think it works the way that I want it to. I really need a wall of stone.
Yep. So the-
yeah, I'll hide.
The only thing you're thinking is the rocky outcrop that you guys are trying to break line of sight in. It doesn't have cover from above.
But I'm little.
Yeah, I'm just saying this is something that you would know. You know, there are ravines and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, is there somewhere within sight that I think I would have a better, like be able to hide in better? Looking around for like a bigger boulder or a little fissure in the ground.
Roll a
something
perception.
Like that. Well, my luck has finally turned. That's a 2 for a 7.
I mean, you know, the fairly hefty ravine nearby would probably work, but
How far away is that?
about 70 feet ish.
Maybe can I go 50 feet towards and then hide? Like just behind a boulder or
Sure.
something. A different boulder.
Make a
So
with your pass without trace.
I can't see them.
That's a 9.
So 19.
19, very nice. Rikki, you see Kincaid dash off to.
Do you take the thingo with you?
Yeah, but there's a range on the thing.
So 50 feet, is that
30
right?
feet. But I can move 50 feet.
And you ran 50 feet away?
It's got to be off 50 foot.
Oh,
So it's, but it's,
I can get it
it's
within
30
you.
foot, so it's 20 foot away from
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the outer edge of the aura.
Okay, well, I will message Varys
Okay.
Because message is 120 feet.
Cool.
Lovely.
And I just say, Varys, make friends with the dragon. You can prove to it we already killed one.
Already. Alright.
And then I run into the shadows.
You're like following him.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And hiding as well. Although I can't hide.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm
You sort of break between boulders. You are over towards where he's run.
placed in the dark.
In which case, I'm not holding my action to shoot the dragon. I'll shoot at the ship kind of performatively when the dragon attacks it.
Witness me!
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I get a perception check from you, please?
The ship is bristling with guns and they're all pointed at Varys.
They've got sand hearts on the top.
The dragon gets hit on the missiles. With like sheets. You see on the side of the floating barge, Raytheon.
While you're running towards Kincaid, the wind sort of whipping at you, your olfactory senses twig. There's a scent in the air that you haven't smelled in a long time. You're not quite sure what it is, but you know it's familiar.
Oh my god, if this is
See you later, Sam.
But was very
his new mecha suit. His end game was he had Mecha Godzilla stashed on the moon, and we've accidentally ended up here.
Just like, what the fuck is going on anymore?
Belch,
I have a bow and arrow. What the fuck is that?
can I concede, Belch?
Can I kill myself and become an artificer?
I'm calling Zarthax and he's Zarthax, what the fuck? You gave me a stick and he gave me
Yes,
Mecha
stick.
Godzilla.
It's literally Gundam.
Where's my Gundam? Where's my Gundam?
Do better, or I'm finding a new agent.
what am I paying you for?
Yes.
I hope that's what it is.
I mean, I feel like a strange, like a strange familiar smell.
Yeah.
Does it smell trashy? Does it smell acrid?
Smell like
Greasy,
sewers and
perhaps?
giant
It
lobsters.
smells like something that you haven't smelled in a long time.
Lydia!
Hippo pie?
You're not sure?
I haven't. What haven't I
On your perception check,
Does it smell like the Fae?
Like the phone. Fey wine.
A family that's proud of you.
Oh, sorry.
It's been a while since you smelled that one.
It's been like 100 years, yeah.
Just you wait till I get 9th level spell slots. I'm taking all your good memories.
What they go on?
It's not
Oh,
You go looking,
Did
it's
it,
just...
did it work? It's just, oh, it's pretty.
Oh, you go looking, it's just his happy memories. Is him alone drinking mango daiquiri for 22 years in the forest. That's it.
Beautiful 22 years
all that show. All the
So,
way down.
it's just sitting there, and every now and then, oh, fuck, Rikki.
this place is great.
Like Jonah Hill in This Is the End with
Michael Cera?
no, who's the guy?
No, he dies too quick.
Like the main
Jay Barrett.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
God, I just fucking hate it.
Please just kill Jay.
And then there's obviously the memory of him having borscht for the first time. And that's it.
Yeah, the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth.
Yeah,
Every
mangoes.
So, Varys, from your vantage point, you would see the small devices that have come up from the floor on the front and back. You see a beam of light from front and back. They fire at the flying creature.
Really?
One misses, one impacts, and you see it. Some of the metal plating melting. You see a few little flits of light. Spells being cast. As the dragon sort of evasive maneuvers flying in. Thurden. You see
The other guy.
you see the two of them.
I guess I'll come too.
Okay. Are you using dash or are you going to use your action to hide? What are you doing?
I'll just use my action to. I'll get within his range and then.
You can walk, like use your full movement. That's fine.
Because he's what 20 feet away for that radius, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, 30 feet walk and then use my action to hide.
Okay. Make that hard. You get +10, but disadvantage.
15.
15. Okay. There's not a lot of cover. Even though you don't make tracks, the size of the rocks and debris around you, not great for hiding, but you do your best.
Just hunch over like a boulder. Do I also smell something weird or?
No.
No. Nothing acrid-y?
Nothing too acrid, no.
Rocky thoughts, think rocky thoughts.
Be the rock. Oh shit, wrong.
So, you then see the dragon close with the ground metal horse beast creature.
Man, bear, pig.
It is a man bear pig.
Metal crab.
It claws out like you would see an eagle do. Claws first. Slams into the back of the vehicle. Ooh. It's not great. Oh my word. What is wrong with you?
Good or bad?
I mean, the thing is made of solid steel, some alloy. And the dragon's claws, its tail, its jaws, doesn't seem to move it much. It weighs a lot.
Seeing how pathetically weak this dragon is, I have revised my decision and am no longer interfering in the combat.
Okay. Sure.
Should have been a whale.
I'm gonna go use the Aussie.
All right. Well, at the top we have... Well, would we like to take a short break? Let's take a short break.
Yeah.
At the top of initiative. And we will be right back. Don't go.
Mecha Godzilla versus
Godzilla!
versus a tank.
Harry's a small train. But thank you for being here, guys. We'll be right back. Just a couple minutes to stretch our legs.
Have you seen Bullet Train?
Yeah. Solid movie, to be honest.
Watched it like not that long ago.
I didn't expect much from it.
I remember seeing it like the ads for it when it came out. I was like, oh, yeah, that looks right.
And then, yeah, the bloody Brad Pitt's role is great.
Come on, guys. Reload. Brother, bring me
Oh, we had
the heavier ammunition.
2 raids while we were gone. I'm so sorry, guys.
Maybe we should go away more.
Katron and Demon Gaming, thank you. Welcome on in with the raids, guys.
Welcome, Raiders.
Demon Gaming, Chaos for Chaos, Vagabonds VR.
Do just stream an empty table.
That is what we do. Empty table streaming.
People love it.
People are all about it.
Every now and then we put the table in a hot tub.
And then we do hot tub streams.
Anyone want a drink?
No, but seriously, welcome.
No,
Hope you're having a good time. We are playing at the same table. We're at episode 97 of our campaign.
Very good.
Technically 100 if
What do you
you
think?
count the old house.
Well, you know we don't.
had this discussion about 49 times on stream, and you've never won.
I gave up on.
Yeah,
I caved to peer pressure.
damn right you
The
did.
old, the
Yeah, but you also ended up having like a completely different number.
You had like 5 extra.
Yeah, with something else.
Yes, that's okay.
Well, you know.
You get that in maths sometimes.
Carry the line.
Time. What even is it?
It's Bob Mats versus PEMDAS, you know?
Exactly. And at the top of initiative, we have Varus with the mechanical dragon attacking a mechanical horse vehicle of some sort.
I'm gonna stay, 50-ish feet away.
Okay.
Good watch.
You might be in range of one of those SAM missiles.
Might be, but right now they seem to be shooting at the dragon.
SAM is surface to air missile.
What's a missile?
It was one of his teachers. One of his teachers, Miss Sile.
Oh,
At
actually.
Smart College.
Oh, how long's the dragon been in sight?
Defined sight. Like, what's your vision range?
And on a clear sunny day, it's infinite. It's the horizon.
Being able to determine what it was? Like, do you need to have known what it was?
Once you get your gogs.
Allow me to.
Yeah, read us the gogglies.
The goggles.
Oh, that brownie was so rich, but delicious. Oh, I'm missing one crucial element. Blue light.
The colour.
Actually, it should be red, maybe?
It
is all red.
Surely it should be the colour metal.
Brown.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, no, it's not on here. It's a feature that's part of my class, but it's not in here. And it's basically if something's in my eyesight for a full minute, I can, using my action, learn all of its immunities, resistances, if it's undead or a construct or anything like that.
Okay.
All that sort of shite. I forget what it
Wait,
is.
with your panic here?
With just the Pain Eater class, yeah.
Okay.
I will have to find the Word document,
Hang on, I think
which
I got
might be in my docs.
Oh, yeah.
It's something.
Yeah, so it's like once per long rest.
Yeah.
As an action, you can focus on a creature you have sense their pain. You have a predator's ability to sense pain and how best to cause it, like a shark smelling blood in water. As an action, you can focus on a creature you can see within 60 feet.
Within 60 feet.
Alright.
Yeah.
Can I get within 50 feet of the dragon?
Sure.
And attempt to stay within 50 feet of it so I can keep my eyes on it the whole time and then execute this ability.
Okay.
Yeah. So as an action, you can focus on a creature you can see within 60 feet. You immediately learn whether the creature has any damage, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities and what they are. If the creature is a construct, undead, or is hidden from divination magic, you sense that it has no damage, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities. Once you use this feature, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest, unless you expend a die, like a tormented energy die, to use it again.
Gotcha. Beautiful. So you're going to fly close enough and identify weaknesses.
And do that.
Okay, beautiful. So normally you reach out to, living creatures, and the gifts given to you by your 2 myriad members give you a keen insight into what would hurt the most and what wouldn't. This thing being of entirely constructed make. It has immunities to psychic damage as well as poison. as well as anything from non-magical weapons. That's immunity, not resistance. Probably also give you this. Dragon is also immune to any spells or effects that would change its form.
So no polymorph or anything like that.
Like turning it into a snail.
Or into a whale and having it
Oh, that would be so good.
turn into a whale and cross the next one.
Or imagine.
Well, even just, yeah, like you're fighting a dragon, you turn it into a whale, it falls to the ground and deals 270 damage to itself. Like, you just do that.
Well, not with this one, you
If you were
can't.
polymorph, not reliant on CR, imagine like a seagull flying over a castle. And a whale.
So what you're saying is you learn polymorph, I wild shape into a seagull.
Oh my god.
It's happening again.
And the whale.
So yes, you learn... Was there anything I missed, sorry? It's immunities, resistances.
Type.
Type, yep, it is a construct.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Anything else, Varus?
And no, that's all.
Okay. So you know that. No one else knows that, but
We fought mechanical beasts before.
yeah, and given that you said when you tried to frighten them away, you didn't get anything,
And no organic matter or brainage.
you could probably make that mental leap. So, that is Varus's turn. Within 50 feet, Kincaid, you are up next.
How far away are both of these things from me? Like the
From you now?
vehicle and also the Varus and the dragon.
So Varus is probably...
Well, he was within 120
Yeah.
last turn.
So how far did you move, sorry?
50.
50. Okay,
But
so
I think I
yeah.
was sort of like...
He's about
horizontal.
80 feet away from you now. So it's about 120-ish, and the dragon a little bit further. So maybe 140-ish.
Like 50, another what, 70-ish
Yep.
to the dragon and the dead.
No, it was 70 to him, and then he's about 50 from the dragon.
Sorry. Range 50. Okay. So they're within. Are you helping the dragon? Are we just saying and watching what happens?
Yeah, I think see who wins and if they're scraped up, and then we can clean up.
I mean, we just got money on this, don't we?
Yeah.
That's true.
Go truck, go truck.
Yeah, I just watch.
Are you continuing to the ravine to sort of
Yeah,
hide,
to hide
like
a bit
take
better.
better cover?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
Okay.
you said it was 70 and I moved 50, so I'd probably be able to get there. Is that right? Was it 70?
Yeah. You're not running towards Varus, you're sort of running, perpendicular
Sort of, yeah.
to the road. But you slip into the ravine and slide sort of down, breaking sight with the sky.
Well, so I'm just...
Perception, please.
19. 18.
18. 23.
23. As you slide sort of down into the dirt and around the back of some rocks, you look into sort of a cleft, a cavern opening to your right. And you see something man-made. The first thing that you've seen so far. Looks like a stone archway.
Constructed.
Tunnel save.
I'm like looking
portal
down the
straight to the
ravine.
city.
No, you've slid sort of into the ravines, probably 40, 50 feet deep.
Okay.
So you sort of slide over the edge and
Like a little
down.
valley sort of thing.
Yeah.
I was picturing like a narrow. Well,
Oh no,
Okay.
not a chasm or
that's
no.
good. Yeah, sorry, I'm with you now.
And yeah, at sort of the bottom of the ravine, you see a small cavernous opening, about 20 feet across, maybe 20 high.
Does it look, from looking at it, does it look like if there's any carvings or just anything about it, does it kind of look similar like to the robots or the man-beast chariot?
Not at all.
Completely different?
Yeah.
There's nothing.
What languages do you know?
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Druidic, Primordial, and Sylvan.
Okay. Not sure. There appears to be a small placard sort of at the top of the arch at its zenith.
Is the arch kind of crude, or is it very, like...
It's actually remarkably well made.
Yeah.
Anything else in your turn?
If we're just kind of watching, I think maybe nothing.
Okay.
It was very boring, but...
That's alright. Rikki. You see Kincaid over the top.
I'll probably just follow him, so I'm still within the shadow circle of stealth.
Okay.
Can I kind of point out the archway with
Absolutely.
held, you know, with
Yeah.
and I kind of just like, look, there's someone living here. Remarkably
speak.
well made.
Common dwarvish goblin.
Beautiful. Appears to be written in Dwarvish.
Ooh.
And that smell gets a lot stronger. And all of a sudden you're like, I know that smell. It's like the oils they used to maintain the mining equipment in your home. And as Kincaid points out this opening in sort of the hillside, in the ravine side, sorry, it just reads home. Written in Dwarvish, carved elegantly, beautifully. But you've definitely walked through this arch before. It is the archway to your family mining area. Your entire...
Hey, we're back in Ashara.
Where the guilds, the Rock Splitters Mason Guild, this was the entryway to your lands.
That's... I explained that. That's my family...
Oh, we're back
family
in the
archway.
No, we made it! Thank God, I'm dying for an egg.
Oh, I could smash some floor swill as well.
Oh my God.
Do I know anything like special, like, you know, you meant to, if you walk through it, do something or like say something as you walk through or...
No.
No?
You know that not far beyond it, usually, it would be watched, guarded by your kin.
It's so weird that that's all the way here.
Does the ravine resemble more of a quarry?
No. It's just sort of a cleft in the countryside.
Do you think your family maybe built this dragon to fight the robots that are competing for their mines? Is this like a mining dispute? And that your family... Are Rocksplitters known for building mecha dragons?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, wait, that would have been great. Where was that?
Well, there's no fun in it. Like, once you're sitting behind a great steel beast that can defeat all your enemies at the click of a tiny little mechanical button, it's like not fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I beg to disagree.
It really wears off. Like,
That sounds amazing.
you get sick of the smell of napalm.
Do you?
Yeah.
I never even once smelled it.
I love napalm.
It's all great in the morning.
That's like your deodorant that you use.
A little spritz of napalm before he goes on a date.
Napalm bath bombs.
Holy me. The word bath bomb.
My bath is bombed.
No, actually, I've never seen a mechanical dragon before.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Anything else in your turn? As you skid, that smell just sort of, you immediately know. The smell of freedom, that's right, Lord Zeo.
Can I just call out?
It smells like freedom. Yes.
Yeah, I'll just call out in Dwarvish. Just hello.
Okay. And it echoes down the cap. You don't hear a response. What you do know though is the entrance to the Rock Splitters Mason halls and the guild itself, it was beneath the mountain. So what it's doing with its front doors open to the world, you're not sure. So I'll be rolling some dice.
If we decide to fight on the side of the dragon, I was thinking maybe I could stop the wagon beast, turn into like a big monkey or something, and throw rocks at it, knock it off its, like try to knock it over. Maybe a mammoth and charge it, knock it over.
Just tip it.
Because then once it's off its wheels,
It does look like just a big turtle once you get it on its back.
Exactly.
It's helpless.
So Varys,
we don't talk about that.
as you fly closer on your carpet, you're watching this scuffle unfold. The robots with the sort of buzzsaw hands, the mining-looking ones, the brawny ones, all leap into action and begin attempting to cut this clockwork dragon apart. You see the mages sitting back, slinging spells at it. You see the small devices spit lightning at it, and it shrugs a lot of it off. It doesn't seem to take a huge amount of damage from what you watch. It's quite agile.
But I don't really know. It doesn't really seem like either side is winning this.
That's okay,
Like,
because it's Thuridin's turn.
yeah.
Just let him play it out.
I'm just giving you what happened on its turn.
Oh yeah.
Going down with the others.
Over the lip of the ravine, you slide in the dirt.
Hey, this is our ravine, get your own.
There is no. It's fire.
Gosh, you're so loud.
Clank, clank, clonk, clonk, clonk.
Feels like I'm back on here again.
Leave me alone, Thuridin. You're so loud, Thuridin.
They're so tiny and
And that ravine is so deep, Rikki.
I have wings. Don't get any ideas.
And I have a sword. Clip.
Don't be giving me a haircut.
Don't you touch these locks.
Don't you touch these wigglies.
Don't you touch these slimy, membraney wings.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's what I thought, punk.
So you also read Dwarvish. You would be able to read that it says home in a very familial sense.
Has the mortal realm converged all the other ones? Is this what we're seeing?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think in this ravine, we're back on Ashara. Back on the material.
Unless the different parts of Ashara and the rest of the world have mixed with the different planes that resemble the mountains in this sort of rocky place. Maybe there'll be a forest in a moon of Endor or something. I don't know.
I thought maybe the Myriad put this here, like, good job guys, you did it, go back to Ashara now.
Welcome home.
Exactly.
No.
Like, as reward for how well we've done since they gave us the mission.
Very true. I think the chains are broken and our world has now mixed with all the other ones.
Or they're like, hey, that whale thing was really cool.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I think that
I bet
that
Scratch everything I just said.
I bet that blew their godly minds. They were like,
Maybe we did make the wrong choice.
exactly. They saw that and they're like, no, we picked the right people for
Yeah.
the job. I bet their last champions didn't turn into whales and drop on their enemies.
Zath actually was up there like, multi-kill.
He's like, yeah, I bet you guys wish you picked him. Draft Kings up next to these.
My fantasy league.
It's all coming together.
Literally.
He cost me 10 platinum, but it's totally worth it.
Only cost me a 6th rounder, and look at him now. Like that one guy that goes undrafted and then turns into a superstar in the back half of the season. That's Kincaid.
Coming in clutch. So,
Just sitting on the bench.
Thora, anything else in your turn?
Just trying to, maybe I'll use like the other 30 feet of movement to go through.
You're going through?
Dash, yeah.
Okay, sure. Run on through. You begin to run into the side of the ravine, this cavern, and you pass through the archway into the darkness. Kincaid's like, well, he's gone.
Should you have told them the password?
Ooh.
Nah, I didn't figure it out. He's a dwarf.
By marriage.
So the dragon's turn.
Yeah.
you get to watch the other half of the battle
His adopted father.
from your carpet vantage
I'd
point.
do it.
Cool.
Arrow backwards race.
It flaps one flap away from this machine, and you see its stomach or whatever that would be begin to bulge and distort, and you hear it burble up from deep within a roaring inferno. It opens its mouth and it sprays a cone of fire. You are 50 feet up. You are outside of the cone, but you feel the heat from where you are. And it just coats it in this blackish tar. As you smell hot metal. That sort of stinging smell. Almost painful to be near. What follows it is a noxious gas. Just sort of spreads out after it.
So is it like two separate things, like a big splat of like tar?
Well,
like
it's
a breath?
it's flaming tar, the first
Right, okay.
part of the breath. The second part is a gas. And that you will need to make a con save.
There's a tar and like a cloud of gas.
Yeah.
I'm kind of picturing like what's the dinosaur in Jurassic Park that spits the one except it's on fire?
Yep. 25? Oh, beautiful. You live around these three.
It's Mama Dragon.
Yeah.
Hey, mama. The gas has no effect on you, thankfully.
Once you've inhaled an ex-mango daiquiri.
Mixed with pickled eggs.
Oh,
Yeah.
oof. Yeah, this is nothing.
One and none to it.
Every night, same old smells.
You could peel paint.
Yeah, I'll shoot and
Yeah.
So, that is the end of its turn. You see the mechanical creatures trying to smear the tarry substance off them, as it appears to be burning them.
Dude,
Napalm.
teach me.
Oh. Back to the top. Paris. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, still just watching, basically.
Okay.
Hanging out.
Are you gonna move in any way? Are you going to keep your height? What are you thinking? Or just stay where you are?
Maybe go like another 30 feet higher so I may not get hit by the gas breath again.
Yep,
Or
sure thing.
out a little bit wider, but
Yep.
that's it.
Yeah, out of the sort of cone that you saw it shoot out.
Well, yeah, I'll actually move back like 80 or 100 feet away because I only wanted to get close to...
Yeah, to do the identify. Beautiful. All right. You holding any action?
No.
Okay. You would probably see... Did any of you stealth while you're in the ravine? I know you're inside of the tunnel.
Didn't do anything.
You didn't stealth.
That
So,
was the reason I went in there, though.
yeah. So you would be able to see them sort of at the base of that ravine, and you don't see Thuridin, but you see the other two.
Alrighty.
They're watching.
Yeah, I'll just stay where I am and keep an eye on that and then try to sort of remember where the ravine generally is.
Sure. Yeah, it's not hard to miss. It is hard to miss, sorry. Yeah, I was like, wait, wrong way.
But yeah, no, just watching.
Okay, Kincaid.
We're really not getting involved. We're just watching.
I mean, this feels like a different caliber, unless you want to drop whale again.
I mean,
Drop
we already...
growl.
And drop whale. Get free if you really want a free willy.
Drop growl and whale around.
What if you whale drop on the dragon onto the vehicle?
Well, I also am just super intrigued by this archway now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe check, is there a password or something?
Yeah, no, I got something I can say.
Okay, say it on your turn. Yeah, go through it.
Okay, so you follow Thuridin. What's your movement? How far are you going?
50 foot.
Okay, so you...
He'll pass me by 22.
Yep.
I'll, as I go in, I'll cast Produce Flame.
Okay.
I can see.
Gotcha. Anything else?
action. I might as well. I'll summon Vin as my bonus action.
Okay, beautiful. 2 little flames. One not so little. One actually
One
quite sizable.
One quite big. One that's bigger. One that's bigger than me.
Beautiful. Then over to Rikki.
Yeah, so I enter into the tunnel as well behind him, and I'll just call out in Dwarvish, and I'll say, by the blood of Grolder Rock Splitter, I claim free passage.
How far are you moving?
I'll like dash in, so I'm caught up to,
Okay,
because I'm only 30 feet, so
gotcha.
Oh, that's wicked.
It's lucky that you do. You hear a mechanism click after you've said that. You hear a sort of deep reverberating thump. The rest of you are like, hey?
Oh, that feels ominous.
that's them turning off the trap that you guys were about to walk into.
Well, what's all the trap?
A giant mechanical dragon.
Cool. There's another one. Okay, so new plan. When you lure that one down here,
Maybe the 2 dragons can fight each other.
or they don't fight.
What was it? Fighting turned into caressing.
Each
And that's
blow
how
turned
we-
into a caress.
And that's how we have little baby mecha dragons from steel eggs.
Oh.
Oh,
This would be a pain in the ass.
yeah.
That we pick
Or to cook.
and then eat with great difficulty. With an angle grinder.
But we will absorb their strength. So,
I have the power of a man and a baby dragon.
so you hear. Who's there?
It's Gimrick.
Gimrick? And you hear confusion.
I don't speak Dwarvish.
Yeah, you hear him say,
Thurman.
Rocks Boulder.
You speak
I see.
Dwarvish, yeah.
You hear Rocks Boulder Beard's beer.
Gold, beard, beer. Gold,
Rock,
beard,
rock,
beard.
dick. And you're like, hang on, you said we couldn't dick. Dick.
Oh, they said dick. Rock, dick. I was like,
Sounds dwarvish to me.
that's it. They're your people, I guess.
I feel like Dwarvish should sound like the farmer in Hot Fuzz. Or
Yeah.
anyone else.
Except talking about mining equipment.
It sounds like you're talking with a mouthful of rocks.
Yeah, absolutely. But that would end your turn to sort of keep up with them. Okay. You see one of the devices that popped out of the floor that spits lightning, like a beam of light. You see it sort of fizzle and spark and seems to misfire, or not what it did previously, and it doesn't seem to shoot out any more beams. The one closest to the front, though, this sort of hot blue beam of light. Again, spells these little saw blades. The saw blades at this point kind of useless as the dragon has flapped away, but the spells zip out. Dragon doesn't seem perturbed. Thurden, you hear, well, the others coming with you essentially. You hear him call out in Dwarvish, so you understand everything that's said, and you hear confusion. Gimrick. It's Gimrick. What are you gonna do?
Head down 30 feet. Do I see anything? Like, did the gateway open up or anything like that?
Heading down the tunnel, you see figures emerging from well-hidden passageways either side of you. Small figures. Dwarves. Sort of looking up at you, confused. One on either side. Speaking in Dwarvish. You're not Gimrick.
Nah, Gimrick's behind me. I'm Thurden.
And they turn to look at you. You are a four-armed space monster. Just confusion. There's hesitation. So, in your turn, what would you like to do?
Just walk up like, oh, I'm through it. Have you guys always been on Mechanus? Because we're a different plane from Falador right now.
Well, you're obviously not robots, so that's fine. Okay, yeah, keep going. Which one of you's Gimrick? As the three of you walk by, they see Vin Weasel like, he lifts up his beard.
Rock, dig. Beard.
He's
Whoa.
Oh, my mother was a saint!
It's Kincaid's favorite line.
Oh,
Did I? Was that good?
Is that good? No, they're all drawing their axes. That's up to the show.
His mother was a woman of,
Ill repute.
Is that bad for dwarf?
It's bad for most people.
What do I do?
I'll produce the.
You're making it worse.
Shreds, you say?
I'll produce the signet ring I've got of the Rock Splitter clan.
Okay.
And I'll just say, I'm Gimrick. I've had some interactions with some Fey magic that's altered my form, but I was born like you.
He sort of reaches out. You can see normally dwarves are quite robust. He looks thin, malnourished. And he sort of reaches out and pokes you just to see what your skin is made of. It's just like
the second knuckle.
Oh, it's pulling me in. Oh.
Oh, that's a good itch.
It's like a waterbed.
He's like, you're not a one of those things, so go. You don't look like a...
Yeah, maybe. Kincaid, give the man a berry after you insulted his father.
I don't speak Dwarvish.
Well, you said dig, and you said it with the wrong inflection, let me tell you.
How am I supposed to say it?
Well,
dig.
Yeah, like...
Not dig, dig.
Yeah,
Dig.
Like, you got,
Like it's a good thing.
Yeah, and you're going downhill. You're not going up. You don't dig up.
Yeah, no.
Dig?
That's what it is.
Oh,
My,
not like
you never
this.
tell a man to dig up. Shit.
Okay, here's a berry.
Totals am I right?
Do you like mango daiquiris?
Yeah.
Wait, you speak common?
Yeah.
Oh, that's much easier.
Well, you called out in Dwarven.
Oh, well, I just
I
saw
just
the
thought
dwarves.
everyone
But
was
either-
speaking to
What's this? So, essentially, initiative has paused for you guys.
Yeah.
Varys, while this is all happening, you watch a few interactions.
Yeah, he's just watching like King Kong versus
I know,
Godzilla, right?
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep, it appears to be holding its ground. It is intelligent. It flaps away from the melee. It flies around and after one turn recharges its flame breath. So you see another gout and you're like, oh, and you sort of back up out of reach, sorry. And it coats again this machine. You see the treads on the side, the tank tracks. You see them beginning to melt and sort of drip down in molten silver. The creatures are screeching in, again, that near unhearable frequency. And the dragon just responds in kind.
Well, that got me.
Yeah, that made me jump.
Whoa.
And
It's the fog machines all over again.
The machines stop firing. They stop retaliating. And you see the dragon tear open the sealed sort of cargo. It begins to devour it. And as the creatures slowly smolder, the robotic sentinels on top of the machine, they all begin to sort of melt eventually, coated in this substance they can't remove. They just begin to dripping.
Like an oily substance.
Yeah, thick tar-like. It just coats everything that's been breathed on. And as it feasts on this cargo, You see one of its eyes watching you, this mechanical iris. Sort of, it's feasting and watching you with one wary eye.
Alright.
But it doesn't seem aggressive. It's definitely aware of you.
Can I strip down to, like, my waist?
Sure. So while you're up on the carpet, you take off your pimp outfit. What would you like to do?
Well, yeah, just compare my scales to his.
Okay. So as you unveil your form, this weird amalgamation of things, the scales on your body sort of catch its eye, and it turns its head fully to be looking at you. Previously, these scales were relatively covered, and you're up at a vantage point. It regards you. You can see it doing something. It's thinking about something.
Right.
Makes no aggressive movements towards you.
Cool.
It continues to feast on the, as you know, the coal ore, this raw ore within. You hear this horrible crunching, grating sound as it's apparently digesting it rapidly. It's taking in a lot of coal. What are you going to do?
I can't remember if dragons speak normal, whatever you call it, common, or something. I don't know if we've actually encountered one that did. Oh, yeah.
You certainly,
Margaret
and
spoke
Margaret
common. Yeah.
spoke common to us.
you certainly haven't come across a dragon of this
Mechanical one.
caliber.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Cruz a little bit closer to it, and
Yep, that's it. So you sort of, oh,
Fuck's sake. I sat on my testicle. Anyway, how are you boys?
Moffy baby. That's 31 months. Thank you, Moff.
Hot dog.
I should not, Moffy.
Yeah, I'm sorry for your testicle though. I feel
Get
you.
him under your arm instead.
That's where all the good people keep their testicles. Appreciate it though, Moff. So, as you approach this giant mechanical dragon, it doesn't seem aggressive towards you. You're sort of edging closer, reserved. You're not rushing towards it, but it doesn't change its demeanor. It continues to feed.
hello there. Can you hear me?
So none of you are there. But as you speak, you emit the same high pitch, like just almost beyond your hearing, your frequency range.
So I open my mouth and the dial-up tone comes out.
Yeah, exactly. Except much more. What favor would you ask of me? It stands its two front claws over the edge of the carriage that it's feasting from. It stands at its full height, its neck sort of 30 feet off the ground. As you're approaching it,
Are you the master of the skies here? You run shit?
no,
Who does?
I serve the Time Lord.
Alright, cool. Whereabouts is he? Usually.
Within Matronus.
Matronus was this place we were heading
The
towards,
capital,
right?
yeah.
Yes. Speak your favor.
Don't really have one right this second.
Can I bank it?
Yeah, why are you eating the coal?
Eat up my belly.
If you kill prey, do you not feast on its corpse?
Fair enough. I'm just unfamiliar with your...
Practice.
It's not like species, it's what do you call it?
You.
Yeah, your substratum. I don't know.
Your Animalia
I've
kingdom?
just never seen a creature eat coal before in my life. It's all new to me. Do you remember the world exploding like 6, 12, maybe 24 hours ago?
You just mentioned time. You are not the Time Lord.
Maybe.
That occurred not 12 hours ago.
Okay, alright, well, that's good.
It was more like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Was
Good to know.
Was he from the mortal plane then?
2 years ago. What?
You have until I finish my meal, otherwise you must find me again. It begins to feast.
What can you tell me about these scales?
I recognize my kin, and as such, one with scales as magnificent as yours is granted one boon.
Can I collect this boon at another time?
Yes, but you must find me to do so.
And it's like a favor, or...
Yes.
Right. Okay. Well, what if I were to seek you out again? What's your name?
0011010.
It's just 001.
Also known as Jeff.
My designation is Skyrath.
Skywrath.
Skyrath Mage.
Neat. Alright, well, Skyrath, thank you for illuminating me on this change in my own nature and the time that has passed.
Hunt well, little one.
I shall.
As it tears open the second carriage of coal begins.
Yeah, well, yeah, enjoy your meal. I'll fly down towards the ravine the last time I saw Theoden.
Well, Oliver.
As
Wore the brown pants today.
you're like, yeah. You fly towards the ravine. None of them are visible. And boys, you have seen the effect of the dragon card.
So
That he drew from the
turned me
deck.
into the first dragon I saw.
Yeah.
Is it the first dragon he sees, or is it every dragon he'll come across? So
The first dragon that he encountered, the scales would
We
match.
got a mechanical
Got a
construct.
clockwork
That's fucking
dragon,
amazing.
yeah.
I wonder if that gives you like extra defense because you're steel.
It's pretty unique.
To give you the clockwork dragon
Yeah.
visual. It's pretty cool.
Alright, so I've got a clockwork dragon that, for reasons, owes me a solid.
Oh yeah.
That's
Somewhere within its programming,
One that's signed.
it saw you as one that required a favor.
Yeah,
Sick.
one that serves the Time Lord, whoever the hell that is.
Well, at
That's
least
cool.
I've met one of the Time Lord's faithful servants and we're on good
Yeah.
terms.
But also weird that he said the world exploded 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Don't want to read too much into that.
Well, as you guys are sort of walking along slowly, speaking with the dwarves,
Yeah, did we tell Varys about all that trap tunnel entrance? No!
he'll be right.
The time I come in, he's also with
I
us.
saw him take notice of where I was.
So since the mortal realm blew up, everyone sort of went to different worlds, and now they've sort of.
So, before getting into the discussion without Varys there,
How long were we with the gods on that plateau?
Varys catches up. He lands in the ravine, tucks the carpet away,
Oh, someone's fault. Nah,
And-
he's with us.
and heads into the tunnel. You guys are probably a few hundred feet into the tunnel, and he's sort of,
Slowly doing my shirt.
yeah, putting his pants back on, and travels down the tunnel. You guys are walking slow, sort of waiting for him, and he catches up. Is he with you?
What? Why are you shirt cocking it?
Oh yeah, I took my pants off too.
Pants out there.
Also,
Put the
who
buttons back up. We need the virus.
who owes money to who?
The dragon won.
And you also won because you're alive.
I did.
So side bet.
Good news.
What was that? Oh yeah. Well, no, but you didn't even fight the dragon.
I did.
Hey,
I said Varus versus. I throw the one that you got.
Good news. The dragon is named Skyrath. He's cool. I speak robot.
That's whoa.
And he owes me a favor for reasons I don't understand.
What flavor are you going to choose?
I haven't decided.
Oh, surely lay
Can I ask a favour? You want to tuck that away and put your clothes back on?
No, this is how I look now.
Enjoy my explanation. I spread my legs wider. He is a minion of the Time Lord who lives in Metronus.
His legs slowly.
As you see my junk swinging like a metronome to illustrate the point.
Matronus. Much like
Metronus.
my
Seem like the board
penis.
mold of steel now.
Well, so why are you just pulling our leg? There is no real person called the Time Lord.
I don't know, the Robo Dragon was pretty convinced.
But if the robots were coming from the place and then he also serves the person from the place, why would they fight the
I don't think they were kind of. I don't think they serve the same master sort of thing. I think maybe the Time Lord might be a bit more. I don't know.
Or maybe he's a bit
nature,
nefarious.
druids versus the evil mining
Druid,
operation.
you say?
Maybe the Time Lord's belch bag.
As you know, the Vestal mining outfit was who the Unit 451, etc. belonged to.
Yeah.
I wonder.
If you said 2 years have passed, maybe the Time Lord's belch
Oh
bag.
yeah, and 2 years have passed since the world
That
exploded.
was a very quick 2 years.
Not about a day.
Has it been 2 years for you guys? I asked one of the dwarves.
It's hard to keep track down here, but yeah, probably.
Wait, so what do you guys remember?
Uh,
For us, that literally happened yesterday. We came from
really?
Less than 24 hours.
we have literally just walked out of the ceremony of the binding of the Alos that went wrong.
Is it possible that our myriad sent us to a time where the world stabilized a bit
Perhaps.
after the explosion?
Well, maybe talk to Thurman. He might have some.
Hey, look, we've got a lot of your
Wait,
stuff.
you're that Gimrick.
Yeah, the one that was banished.
Does that still apply in like post-world?
I mean, surely the world blowing up, I have saved a bunch of the relics.
It's true. Who else saved relics? Huh?
The rest are all probably blown
Yeah,
up.
must have gone. The only relics left are these ones.
Well, come on in.
Oh, I was not ready for this.
Make yourselves at home, I guess.
Do you guys know anything about the Time Lord?
Have you got more
Skyrat, the Clockwork Dragon?
of those berries?
No.
Do you really not?
Tuck away.
One falls out of your pocket.
That's other berries.
Oh, a whole different thing. Don't eat that. No, don't eat that. That makes you poo. Nothing but poo.
I did
For days.
I did create food and water, so I can create 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water,
Well,
which can sustain 15 humanoids.
there's very little to eat around here.
Come down, I can make a banquet.
Well, if you come down,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
can you also just maybe do us a favour if we provide you with some food and water and stuff? Maybe just don't straight away let anyone know that I'm Gimrick.
Like that.
why?
You can call
Well,
it.
just because there's just, you know, I'm like, I
You're-
don't want to give people a shock because I look super different because I've been cursed.
But you're part of the clan, aren't you?
Yeah, but I just, like, let me be the one to say it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you can. Yeah, absolutely. Guess who's back? It's Gimrick Rocksplitter! So,
It's like raining food.
so traveling through this very familiar tunnel, you're taken back to before you were banished. The last time you left, your mother escorted you out. You were a source of shame for the clan. You had not followed the path of the miner, and you then led your family to lose their most prized relics. As you're heading back in, some of the glamour of this place is definitely not there. The archways that reinforce the tunnels are cracked. You see cave-ins have happened, minor, but very unlike your family's known for. The quality of your mines are usually pristine.
OH&S got nothing on us.
So as you travel into the Rocksplitter Mason halls, it's different.
Is the layout identical to what it was back on Falador, though, or is it different? Like in terms of like the tunnels. and
What
stuff?
you notice is that there is a sheer rock face bisecting the entirety of your family halls. It doesn't appear that would have happened naturally. Meaning,
So it's like it was transported and just placed here.
absolutely. Essentially,
Spliced in, sort of.
3/4 of the halls aren't where they should be, at least. You can't see them because there is sheer rock. Some of the buildings are split in two and collapsed. Even though they're sturdily built. Cave-ins from earthquakes, not uncommon, but this is a whole other ballgame. You can hear voices of dwarves calling out. They appear to be mining in some way, reinforcing structures. It's all builder talk. But you hear your father's voice calling out the shots. They sort of, the guards that were leading you in sort of leave you be. You do appear to know where you're going. And as you see your father sort of stretching his back, he appears to have greyed a bit since you saw him last. But he turns. Alright. What's this? Wait. Where did they come from? You might want to go somewhere private, have a chat. And you see him just sort of wink at your father, and he's like, alright, I haven't got any food for you, but come on.
We've got food for and booze.
Wait, really?
Hey.
Oh. He even brought a still.
Are we in like a...
Seriously?
No, the bag of holding was destroyed.
Oh.
No, I could make one.
That would have been.
Are we in like a hall at this point?
I could make one.
You're in what remains of the hall, yes.
Oh, is it like a big table time?
So essentially he'll take you into his chambers. There's a place where he can entertain guests. You don't smell any food. You don't smell any ale, which is disconcerting for you.
Sober dwarves.
And as
Horrid.
you all
Basically goblins.
enter in with Tharman. Sorry, where are my manners? I'm Tharman. This is Rock Splitter Hall. Where have you translated recently or something?
So we just appeared here, like 24 hours ago.
Late yesterday.
So
Yeah, yesterday we were on Falador.
like what I said,
What's
you
French?
translated recently.
What's that?
Were you all hit in the head? The big thing?
Yeah, the big
That was yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday for us.
You were hit in the head. Okay.
No, we were just transported by gods.
Right, regardless. Converted. Thank you for the follow. Regardless, I mean, it was probably about 2 years ago the hall was whatever happened. We know it was around the time of that ceremony, but have you got any information? We'd love to know why.
Not really. Don't know who was there or whose fault it was exactly.
Well, that's
No, I
right.
think we do.
I think we were directly responsible.
What do you mean? It was bad stuff.
Kind of our job to prevent it.
It was Alice's brother. He was kind of
Yeah, so there's
Nothing we could have done.
It's, we tried. Best thing
Right.
one on the day. Shame that.
You know what? All the cost, the entire universe.
We did our best.
Before we talk, you mentioned food. Have you got food?
Yeah,
Because-
do you have common area?
Berry.
I mean,
You have fiber content for a day.
it's
Eat it.
better than a
It's
mushroom.
really up for a whole day.
But if you have a common area, I can make food for 15 people.
Yeah, sure.
I've also got this bottle of giant whiskey.
Oh,
Straw.
you're all right. You can leave that here in my office. Come this way. What, you're not going to share?
Why would you bring it up?
Why would you shoot me?
I'm not leaving it here.
Right,
Pour you with a thimble.
You have a glass.
I'll
Get a glass. Here, I got that glass. It's a giant whiskey. I'm
Yeah.
thinking that it's like
A giant-sized whiskey, yes. So he takes you over to sort of a mess hall. Doesn't see much use because just you can forage mushrooms in the underground. That's about it. And anything that requires sunlight doesn't grow.
nothing but mushrooms. Who use?
This isn't going to taste the best, but it's better than what you got.
Better than nothing.
45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water on the table.
Right.
Why will it not taste the best?
It's
it's just
part of the spell.
Oh, okay.
It's bland.
Take a few minutes to prestidigitation and make it taste like a traditional dwarf
Oh.
roast.
Should we have got the container? Because we just put the water on the table.
On the table. Surely it's not jugs.
Alright, so 30 gallons of water on the ground or in containers within
No,
range.
in containers. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just like,
We
I
get
feel like
like
wet bread.
You see him just visibly, his shoulders. We've been digging for aquifers and the lake to get water. We were running low.
Yeah, it's kind of land up there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Full of robots.
Oh yeah, quite.
And dragon
Sorry,
robots.
come back. Boys, there's grub! And he just calls out and you hear, what? Grub? Oh, okay. And then you hear footsteps.
Also, who's the Time Lord?
Oh yes, and Square.
Let's talk in my office with some of that. That smelled pretty good.
Boy, does it. If you have,
And he's eaten some plain, like, whatever it was, manna.
if you have
but-
a couple of tubs and some cloth, I can probably make a still. I'm sure I've never tried to ferment mushrooms, but I'm sure I could.
Boy, oh.
Room to create 30 pounds of potatoes.
Oh.
Oh, do you get to pick?
Yeah, it just says pounds of food, so
As
probably.
long as you plain but
Excuse.
Those are plain as fuck.
Well, I've got a couple.
It spoils because it goes uneaten for 24 hours.
You see a fence written on his face.
Well, what?
You see a fence written on his face as you mention that. What, you think we can't make our own?
Well, I just thought I could help.
Oh. Sorry. It's,
He's a bit angry.
I turned to Rikki and
Want
go,
any giant whiskey.
sorry. It's when you don't eat for days and when you do, it's just mushrooms. It's,
Pretty depressing.
I can imagine. I lived on nothing but yak butter and mango daiquiris for 22 years.
It was yilk.
It was heavy.
anyway,
It's what's happening.
sit down.
Precious memories.
What's the flame thing that you got there?
His name's Weasel.
Right.
He's a spirit, which he's part of a god, a phoenix god, and he's sort of also part of me.
You see him, it's just like,
And so I used to be,
where's that whiskey?
I used to be a cleric of Jagal, but then I got bored with that, and then I met this phoenix
Oh.
guy. He seemed much better, and so
Is that-
I joined up with him.
Is that giant?
Yes, we found
Oh.
we were in the we found it. We found it legitimately.
the Phoenix God is part of the reason why we skipped 2 years and disappeared here.
Yeah,
We think anyway.
hooked up with Phoenix God. Don't know if you know about Zelthaxides, the Sun Eater. Anyway, he pretty cool guy.
He's just name dropping.
He's sort of like wiping dust out of his beard. Right. Sorry, what were your names?
I'm King
Yeah.
Khan, brother, father, doctor, professor.
Do we still have any of the
Uncle.
tea?
Well,
Right.
Do you still have a hay bale of tea?
You're
I still have some, yeah.
It'll be a bit of a mood lifter.
so. If you're from where we were, where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from here, but I was on Faladua when
Right.
it went sour. I was in
You
the
hit
room
him.
with the Alice.
You were there.
Yeah, mate.
Well, we have a lot to
We
talk
had
about,
the coterie.
and I could guess. Are
born
you
and raised.
sure? What about? And he looks at you two, and you are very different. Like turtle-esque, yeah, orcish, other.
Misk.
Yeah, construct.
It's like the
dry
camera
act,
pans and it's like, what the hell?
Oh yeah.
Flash.
You see Ricky's testicles moving.
Quivering
Quivering in
apprehensively.
anticipation, while his marshmallow teeth throb.
Are you're what?
Dryad mechanical dragon.
Drow.
Drow.
Oh, you're a drow.
I was.
Were.
I
Okay.
don't know what I am anymore.
That's alright.
Don't we all, mate?
It's I've had like 2 magical race changes. They weren't quite sex changes, but
And some facelifts and that sort of
some
stuff.
real fey magic
Ah,
diddling happened in my internals, and I don't know what I am anymore.
sure.
Hey, magic vadiddler.
Happened in my soul.
internals. And I don't know who I am anymore.
Are you okay? No.
That's not my phrasing.
I am not.
Now,
I am not okay.
I believe you unattuned from the helm, didn't you?
No, I started wearing it again.
Oh, okay.
You unattuned, and then you gave me your swamp shark cloth.
Yeah,
and then that
and
brought
then-
up a
yeah.
slot.
So I am wearing it. Yeah, I was just gonna think of that.
How much do you think Ronan hates us after 2 extra years as Malatar's conquering?
Surely after the first 20, because time moves differently. So after the first 100, like
Yeah,
That's
for
what he knows.
eternity and damnation,
Yeah.
you probably stop caring.
it all just blurs together after the first 100.
Yeah.
And you, mate, where are you? What are you? First of all,
Your son.
I'm so tempted.
let him take it wherever he wants.
Papa.
Yeah, well, listen, we've met before.
Is that?
Yeah, I've got a few more for you. And I pull
What?
my backpack off, and I pull out the chisel, the tankard, and the mithril ingot.
What?
With 3 hands.
Yeah.
The,
Them all out simultaneously.
wait,
And then I hold out my 4th hand to shake his, and I go, "It's been a while, Dad."
Monster.
what was in that drink? That's
Whiskey.
It was pure alcohol.
Similar to
you see. He's sort of like. There's a little bit of a tremor in his hand.
my compatriot Varys here. I have been on the receiving end of some fey magics that have altered my
internals.
yes,
What?
altered my form.
What's your mother's name?
I've got that right here in my autobiography.
I have so many family members.
A signed copy for you.
Greenwin.
Business card.
You're alive? He sort of pushes back from his chair, like from his desk. Slowly walks around it towards you. And he bear hugs you. Just.
All 4 of them.
You're much taller than him now. Look nothing like him. But
Nothing at all.
The Latimer structure begins to suffocate immediately.
I was picturing it like one of those squish balls, like he hugs you
Oh,
off,
picture like
Yeah, I pop out.
what? And he sort of looks up at you and it's just like he recognizes nothing of you. Why? We have a lot to talk about. What? Are these you? Did they save you? Did you save them? What happened?
Yeah, I've lived a very heroic couple of years that we've been apart.
Recorded it all in great detail. For only $39.99, of course.
But no,
And what
these
you-
are my travelling compatriots.
You actually recovered, like,
I recovered what I could, and the ring. The helmet has served me well, so I might keep that one on for now.
well, your mum and Dulman and Lasara are dead.
Sure, eh?
Well,
Lasara
yeah,
and Dolman.
Dulman. So Lasara's older than you, Dulman younger.
Yep. So
The others are they're here. And another you. What? He's just like completely gobsmacked, not expecting it. 2 years later, after this horrific incident,
because we hadn't seen each other for like 4 years before
Prior,
2 years.
yeah. So you've been travelling. It has been a long time. When you last parted, you were not in good stead with him. He essentially threw you out in a rage, and your mother escorted you out of the halls completely. Every night I'd imagine getting to see you one last time. Or apologize for the way it left. I didn't think.
Well, I mean, no one was banking on the world ending, so
Right.
no hard feelings.
And just tell me more. How? Why? What? First, what is this?
Yeah, so I'm basically like a space monster now. We met. Like
Can I have some of that whiskey? He looks down to you, tiny little turtle from slightly not as tiny dwarf. Come on. Just a little. Thank you. I haven't had anything. I don't know if it's just because we haven't been able to make any, but that is good. That is good.
The giants used to make a good drop, apparently.
Okay.
I mean, like, we could salvage materials from the downed ships to make stills.
We could definitely make stills.
Yes,
He
but
said that they-
you've got to have the material to make the liquids. That's the problem. You can't make shit out of mushrooms.
We've got a spell for potatoes.
I made daiquiris out of mangoes and yak milk.
That's
And bladders.
good.
Yak bladders.
That sounds freaking horrible. But
Was
I wouldn't
quite
knock
taste.
it at this point.
Yes.
Fermenting for days.
Your hand is-
Actually, it's been fermenting for 2
I was
years.
gonna say it's either 3 days or 2 years.
I don't know which.
Depending on which way you look at
And he's
it.
just like, that's sweet, but
That's also like absolute.
oh,
I haven't had sugar in 2 years.
yeah,
It's like if you mix the Go-Gurt and turpentine.
yuck. What is?
How desperate are you?
What is-
into the world?
Well, 17 years of nothing. That's how desperate. Sees a yak, sees mangoes, maybe.
Better than dirt, which is all I've drank for the last 2 years.
So, yes, sorry, you turned into a space monster, you called it?
Yeah, basically, like, long story short, I'm sure I can fill you in on it over time, but we met and did some dealings with the Fey god, and,
Jeez.
yeah, some consequences of that, and some magic tomfoolery caused this.
Quite a lot of magic.
Well, break me, I can't see any of you in there.
Oh, well, hang on. I tap the little mask charm and turn into a disguise of Rikki. If that's a bit easier on your brain.
Yeah, hearing your voice come out of that, this is much better.
But yeah, and then we became friends with the Alice to be, and he asked us to be his coterie, and so we've been
Right.
working for the Alice for a couple of years, and
Well, all of you?
Yeah. That's why it was only yesterday that the end of the world happened.
and
Because
we were there at the ceremony.
we were dragged into this realm.
were there?
With our
Yeah.
myriad and our gods, and then we just appeared here
Where did
like
you
20
go?
hours ago.
We're not doing a great job so far.
Well, no, first day.
Well,
Well, first day for us.
See the issue.
Yeah.
first of all, what happened? What caused it? We haven't.
Trail.
Yeah, the new Alice's brother.
And sister.
Basically,
And
some
sister
dude that
betrayed
spends
us.
all day painting minis betrayed us.
Yeah.
I hear
Betrayed
that's.
the realm at the last moment, and
French.
yeah.
Obviously evil.
Oh, we're so blind!
No, that's just Elvish. That's the Elvish accent.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, seems as if the Alice and siblings were working with the Asimar and some other nefarious creatures to
That's a bit above my head.
destroy the realm a bit.
Aggie.
We also have
Oh,
Under walls.
you use your daily rage.
We also haven't ruled out like
Crushes the tank he's holding.
Crumbles it like a tea.
Fuck. I accepted his pie before he betrayed me.
Fucking still tastes the betrayal.
And the pie.
It was delicious.
I brought him so many goddamn pies from people!
She's got issues. That's okay, we all got issues right now.
Very close.
I was betrayed by my cousin, man.
Close.
Oh, that's right. You were
And a
right.
bunch of other acquaintances, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't say friends.
Well,
Aggie
That's hard.
was close, and then
You couldn't even bring yourself to say he was a friend.
We did.
You couldn't even lie about it.
Aggie was close.
We became friends over
His name.
You were closer with him. You were
We had
closer with
shared
him.
pies
And then there
once or
was,
twice.
Glint and Kovire
and
and
Vannon.
Vaden.
Vannon, we saved his life.
the Dragonborn guy.
Starstrucker.
Starbane.
Yeah, I don't remember most of these people.
The new
Olive
money
Vera.
man. The new money man for the
Olive Vera.
cookery. Toss.
Toss pot and say, yeah.
That's the
Toss
one.
pot. Alright,
But not Belchbag.
so
Surprise.
So Aggie, Starbane, Olithira, Toskoggle, Vannon, Kavaya, Glint.
Coggle.
Pobble.
such
Any
killing him will be a mercy.
any of them on been around?
I
Like, is it
I
just you
don't
guys
know
down
any of those names, sorry.
This Time Lord fella, when did he turn up?
I don't know what you mean, sorry.
Okay, was the Time Lord
there?
always
I've
here?
not been outside of this cave.
Oh yeah, you guys not been outside?
We tend to live under...
So it's kind of a mechanical death trap for the people.
We had a look. It was dusty. There were nothing to eat, no water, so we kind of just...
Nerd up there.
Robots.
Not even a tree.
It's defensible down here, you know.
There's no direction of Matronas by any chance?
Oh, we already know. They told us to find travel that way we will go.
And we can win. And we can win walk.
No, but
warp speed.
that infernal sound.
What's that?
What's here?
Does it sound like this?
No, the
Okay.
Never mind.
carry on then.
You play the song of my people.
The
Middle of the hole. Like all the
now what you do doesn't sound like that sound. So he literally just
It sound like it's not even remote.
yep.
It's embarrassing.
So confidently too.
Is it that?
We're all just the best part of us. None of us have heard you just stand up in the We're like,
You're all just like, did he get hit in the head?
Maybe.
How do you make that?
Maybe. Yeah, that's impressive.
What do your vocal cords do for that?
Your town.
Pure skill.
Don't know what to tell you.
It's just sort of like, no wait, that, and then
Our
it's
tempest,
the vibration in the earth.
oh,
Yeah.
what is that? What's going on with that?
Not a clue. We've been digging something wherever we are. It's robbed me of many nights.
Are you getting close to the source, though?
Not a clue.
Mm.
It seems to come from everywhere, from what we can tell. So,
Can I ask? You said, like you asked us if we translated here recently. Did you all come here sort of over time, or?
well, a couple of fellas, they sort of came to the front. We didn't let them in, and we didn't trust anybody at that time. But they said they'd only been here a little while, but they left. They weren't too interested. They weren't dwarves, so they didn't really want to come in our.
Do you remember much?
What did they look like? Yeah.
That was about a year and a half ago. No, not really.
I describe the other two coterie. The other three, sorry.
One of them's a dwarf.
Gil, Agros.
Gil, Agros, and Tornik.
There weren't any dwarves with them, so no.
Oh, yeah, right.
They're all taller. That's about it.
They're all portal.
Taller.
Oh.
You lost your accent, have you?
Did one of them wear a loincloth and have a very steel-framed ass?
I don't really. No, I don't think so.
So no Marvel Revengers.
Either way,
Interesting that everything we know of the world might not actually be lost. It's just out there somewhere.
Yeah, scattered
Somewhere
amongst the plains.
well, is that what happened?
Your guess has got his ass.
Well, I mean, you guys just sort of appeared here, right? It's not like you made this.
Yeah, what do you remember?
There was an incredible quake, like not like we have quakes, but this was something else. It felt like the rock beneath this sort of sheared in half. There was, well, whoever was outside of where it sheared, I can't say what happened, but all of a sudden, blinding light, the earth shattered, and when it came to, we're all kind of, well, those of us that are left here, did a head check, had to get some support beams in, that sort of thing, a couple of cave-ins, but that was it, and no, nothing. Whatever you said about the gods or something.
It seemed as if our mortal plane has melded with all the other realms, and you guys have ended up here on Mechanus.
So it's possible then that your mother and siblings are. I mean, they might be alive, but who knows where.
Yes, another plane of existence.
Well, I mean, you could try sending him a message.
So wait, explain it to an old man, will you?
Yeah, sure.
Wait,
That's.
where did you say we are?
Mechanus.
I wonder if
And what's that?
this planet we think. I
It's
wonder if it's like
a
we're all
plane.
still. Is the plane or a planet? Because maybe teleport would work and it just bounces to another. Do you know what I mean? If it's like all. If everything's all
If the
jammed
teleport circle is
together.
just not destroyed, it's just on
Yeah,
a different planet.
Right.
we assumed we were on a different plane of existence, but maybe it's the opposite, that now there are no more planes of existence and it all collapsed into one big bowl of
Shit.
everything, and we just... I haven't thought
Like
about
different
it.
planets formed or something.
Well, more like instead of there being, think of the planes as like a stack of soup plates, now
Yeah.
it's just all jammed together as one big mush
It's
together.
just one giant saucer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all like, been redone out of like the fragments.
It's a charcuterie board.
Yeah, or trying to think, like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a mosaic,
Yeah.
I was going to say a hamburger put into a sandwich press. Wait, no. Like a...
Are you hungry?
The hydraulic press.
Yeah,
I was going to say 6 wicked wings and a big diet Coke.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Wait, what?
It's like a large double zinger meal with extra wicked wings. Maybe
Yeah.
some
Oh.
original pieces on the side.
Oh.
Extra salt on the chips.
Oh.
And you ask them to be made fresh, and I'm happy to wait.
That's all.
He's doing it again. It was doing it before the ridge was like perfect, and it was like, man, that would be good to eat right now. I haven't had KFC in ages. Lord Zio, please indulge yourself.
And bring some to us as well.
Yeah, also that.
Um,
Right, well, all that kind of, I don't, sure.
You don't happen to have a teleportation circle here?
No. You would know. These are not a magic wielding
Well, I just
family.
Flinch yourself in...
No, because that's the thing. I would hate to teleport away and then not be able to come back if it does
So,
work.
we did just find your family.
And you're not sure where that would lead you if you were to succeed.
Yeah, that's
We
what I
might get sliced into a wall or something.
More later.
Maybe try sending your mother.
Yeah, try sending.
Yeah.
Or a message,
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
Yeah, I'll sending Grinwin.
Okay.
Mother dearest, art thou alive?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much that. Just
Sounds stupid.
yes.
Stupid to talk to you.
Nurse!
Mummy,
Nurse!
mummy, mummy. That's the message. It's just mummy.
What? Nothing.
So, you attempt to use message.
Yeah, sending.
Sending, sorry.
5% chance the message doesn't arrive if they're on another plane than you.
That was before.
No, it's wacky.
Now it's wacky. There is... I will always roll each time you guys cast. Just sort of like a sharp distortion when you open your mind to use this spell. Does not go through.
So a teleport? That'll probably work. That's different. That's a whole other thing. We won't end up inside a wall.
Yeah, that's the thing. What if we end up inside a small little cave with no way in or out?
Oh yeah, we do find the teleport circle, and it's just under the ocean.
You can create trees, right?
No.
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 Couldn't you create an ant or something? Or is it you just
Aren't you a
like
druid?
tree?
I mean, yes, I am a druid, but
Can't you make trees?
But also, no.
Druidcraft like a seedling and then plant growth it?
no. I can.
You think he's a useful druid?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know I had a druidcraft.
He likes to burn things.
I can instantly make a flower blossom, a seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom.
Okay, yes.
If-
You need the seed pod.
Same with plant growth. I can make existing stuff to me, but I can't
Also, he
make
can
it.
burn them down if they exist. He's good at
If you had a
burning.
tree, we could tree stride to one that we know of that exists.
I wonder if a big enough mushroom might work.
But it's also got to be within like 500 miles or something.
You need to have seen the recipient
Yeah. So I can just like find the big mushroom
and then stride through to where.
Theoretically,
Is it any
never mind the tree that you're thinking of, it still exists on the material plane.
Is there a distance?
This spell creates a magical link between a large or larger inanimate plant within range and another plant
It doesn't even
at
specify
any-
tree.
at any distance on the same plane of existence. You must have seen or touched the destination plant at least once before. For the duration, any creature can step into the target plant and exit from the destination plant by using 5 foot.
Yeah, wow. Okay,
You're thinking of tree stride, where it's like for a minute you can like 500 foot
Yeah.
in and out of trees.
I definitely am thinking of tree
It's like
stride.
blinking in and out of trees for like a minute or 10
Because
minutes.
that one
maybe.
is insane.
Yes,
Yeah, that's good.
it's very good. I can just. My nature is my teleportation.
So we just need to find a large mushroom.
Does it have to be large? Can it just be any?
large
Just
or
the-
larger
enough to fit
inanimate
us?
plant.
Yeah, large or larger. There's got to be at least one.
So wait, what do you walk through to though?
Plant on this exact plane that we've touched and
Another-
seen once before.
Another plant at any distance on the same plane of existence. You must
And
have
if
seen
it
or touched the
collapsed into one
destination
big-
plane.
Seen or
in the shop
touched.
before.
Gotcha.
It just count. It like if it
And-
counts as a plane.
Yeah,
the same plane.
we're
Sorry.
assuming, yeah.
It doesn't say the other plant has to be large or larger.
Cool.
This spell
Come out of a tiny
pop
boom.
out of a fern,
Yeah.
out of a sunflower.
Can we go to your room?
Do we want to?
I mean, pickled eggs.
I haven't cleaned in 2 years.
We can get the
Things are
pickled
probably
eggs.
quite
It was perfect for
fermented.
It's going to be extra vinegary. It's the room,
I mean,
the whole room.
We go there and Eustace is just like 18 years old, still pickling those eggs.
I'm so confused.
But he's lived off them.
So definitely some experiments to make.
Fate worth
Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I haven't got my
2 years.
thing up, but I appreciate the follow.
warehouse full of pickled eggs.
just chowing down.
Just chow.
0% flavor.
So, would we like to? We can wrap the session there, unless there's anything else. Oh, Lord Zio, thank you for the follow, the alert show.
Yeah, I think
Having some dinner with
we
the
can
clan and
see if we
planning our
can
next
find a
move
large
forward.
mushroom and just experiment what is available to us, like weather plane wise, you know.
Yeah, because the other thing is we can just bounce. Like if we want to stick
I'm
on,
gonna
if we
go
want to
to-
stick on Mechanus, we
Which I
can
do.
we can wind walk.
I kind
Yeah,
of want to
yeah,
find
that's
who
the
this
thing,
Time
that's,
Lord
that's my
is.
6th level spell. So
So we find the Time Lord because it might be a Shadow Code,
Yeah.
remember, and we kill his ass.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So like my 6th level, I've only got
Plane
one
is
6th
what?
level spell slot, and I can either do Sunbeam, Transport via Plants, or Wind Walk.
I reckon we should wind walk to the city and then
Yeah.
find this Time Lord and figure out who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and if killing them will benefit us.
And assuming their position.
Because we could kill them and then you can like
Why
put
not?
your little coin in their head slot like Lenny.
Yeah, true.
Ah, put it back in.
Pretty much. Well, yeah, like I do
Yeah, I
need to
think
collect
more
their souls.
good.
So yeah.
Yeah, because that'll get us there like within a day, won't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
555
Maybe.
miles.
Something like that.
I'm wondering if we,
500 feet around.
if it's gonna be one of
600
those
feet.
things.
Because it's 300 and the only
500.
action you can take is dash.
So moving at normal speed, you can move 13 miles a day. So assuming it was, 5 days no sleep.
And
So
we're
call it
moving 10 and we're moving 10 times normal speed.
So it is approximately 130 miles
We're
away.
moving 20 times approximately.
We can move
dash.
545 miles
In an
in
hour.
8 hours.
In 8 hours. Yeah.
Okay,
So-
we can get there in like an hour.
We can get there in, assuming it is about
Yeah.
that
Yeah, hour or two.
130 miles
And
away.
then when we get there, so the only thing is, so it takes me a minute to cast it.
I'll answer that in a
10
sec, Lord.
Creatures, then 300 feet, blah blah blah. Only action you can take is a dash action or to begin reverting to its normal form. Reverting takes a minute, during which time the creature is incapacitated and can't move.
So we'd stop a little bit away from it.
That's the only thing. If something happens and we're in cloud form, we're cooked.
Yeah.
Well, then it's like if something can hurt us in cloud form, because also in cloud form we can just
Or you just run away 600 feet.
float up.
Yeah, so we've got resistance to damage from non-magical weapons while in cloud form, so that helps
So,
a bit.
like-
But yeah, also 600 foot around. So
Yeah,
you
I
can
feel
double.
like-
You can double dash, so 900.
Yeah, so it's really unlikely we're going to get thunderclapped and all four of us are going to drop out of the air at once.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this Time Lord is one of the Shadow Cove. It's one of those things where we kill them, their chain breaks, and it eases a bit of that
realm
fragmentation.
Yeah,
And so it starts going like
Feywild snapped back into shape, kind of.
exactly.
Yeah.
If like each chain we break makes the planes go back to normal, like
Yeah,
somewhat.
that makes one of the runs like it's almost like a rubber band kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
We'll find out who would be the
But
time.
yeah, I definitely think
Well, let's just say thank you for watching. We'll pick up next Sunday if we're on. Yes, we do it weekly, Lord Zio. So if you want to catch up, the episodes are all on YouTube.
Australia Day I won't be able to do.
Feel free to ask questions in the Discord. There are plenty of channels if you want to know any of the lore, backstory, blah, blah, blah.
Week after next.
But appreciate you guys being here. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we heard from someone, like one of the gods told us we need to kill, and there's one.
But yes, Zio, we play every week.
They say?
And if we don't play, we'll reschedule
Yeah, I
for a different
reckon
night. So
each one we kill,
you have yourself a fine night too.
which then